Dear participants, প্রায় সারা বিশ্বে প্রায় 20টি ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে আমাদের প্রোগ্রামটি আজকে লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং হচ্ছে। সো ইটস এ গ্রেট ডে ফর অল অফ আওয়ার বাংলাদেশি ফাউন্ডার্স। Marty, could you please make me host or transfer me host? Okay, I am making you the still you are the co-host. So Salahuddin, আপনি হ্যান্ড রেজ করে আছেন কেন আমি জানি না। So we can start our program. Hi everyone, hello world. It's a good evening in Bangladesh. Of course, good morning, good afternoon in other parts across the globe. So it's a good day. Of course, it's a good day for all of us, especially for the founders in Bangladesh. We have reached almost 2.9k, 2,900 founders already been joined. Hope more founders will join because they are waiting for the meeting link. So, on behalf of, this is engineer Sushanto Biswas. I am your friend. I have joined to Onpassive in January 2020. Since my joining, I am enjoying the Onpassive different processes, of course, launching process, and also different kinds of surprises from our honorable CEO Ash Mufare. From past almost 2+ years, it is clear to me that rest of my life, I should say, rest of our life is full of surprises. So we should enjoy the process. We should learn more about Onpassive, what Onpassive is going to do. So from our religious belief, Namaskar, Assalamu alaikum, and good evening again. On behalf of all the founders in Bangladesh, I am welcoming all of the speakers, guests, and the participants to this webinar. Today, I think it's a historical day because we are going to holding a webinar with a maximum number of founders in Bangladesh, also from abroad. Today, we have a very good topic. We should know that roots, our root, Onpassive is our roots and also our future. And today's speakers are also from the starting of Onpassive. They know ins and outs of Onpassive since its start. So they will definitely brief the history of Onpassive, and surely we know that the future of Onpassive, but we will be more educated, we will have more knowledge listening from our guest speakers. I don't know whether Jeffrey Morlock is with us or not. So he is not with us. Now, I would request, we have with us our great friend, Mr. Masudur Rahman. He is a great banker from a commercial bank. I would request Masudur Rahman, please, you just give a formal, just welcome address to our participants, guests, and everyone. Over to Masudur Rahman. Dear panelists, please, you should keep your mic muted. You should keep your mic muted until unless you are requested to speak. Please continue. Masudur Rahman, Jeffrey Morlick is calling. I just, okay. Hello. Hi, Jeffrey. But I'm not getting you. I'm searching you. Okay. Okay, let me check again. But could you please raise your hand right now? I'm not getting you.
Engineer Susanta, I sent him the request already. Don't worry.
Okay, please take in the panelist.
Yeah, I've sent him already. I've given it to him. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Masudur Rahman, please, for your welcome address to our guests and participants.
Assalamu alaikum and very good evening, good morning, good afternoon, all respected, proud and lucky founders in this webinar. So today's topics our on passive, our roots and future. You know very well, health is the root of all happiness. But I should say, health and wealth is the root of all happiness. And we are a founder of Onpassive, and Onpassive will be the root of fulfilling the biggest dream where we will get financial freedom, time freedom, and will work for humanity. And our life will become lightful, colorful, meaningful, and beautiful. And that is our future. Thanks all the participants to enjoy this amazing, fantastic, magnificent, extraordinary, excellent, beautiful, and successful webinar. And your presence will make this webinar most successful. And I would also like to welcome all the participants in this webinar, and also all the participants who are enjoying this webinar from YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Please enjoy this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Masood Rahman. Thank you so much for your nice words. Again, I welcome all of you. Now I request Marty, you will please say a few words, especially today we are really happy and grateful to you for giving us the corporate link. That's why this is the first time we are just having this mass of founders at a time. So I request Marty, please say a few words, inspiring words, so that we can move forward with our more inspiration and spirit. Over to Marty, please.
Thank you very much. And wow, 3,070 people. That's a big webinar. Thanks for inviting me. Yeah, if there's an opening, don't thank me for it. Ash is paying for this Zoom. So if there's an opening, I try to make it possible for whoever. But it's a little more complicated because some of them overlap, but it worked out. So I'm glad you were able to find a spot. Thanks for inviting me, by the way. I'm here to answer any questions I don't know. And then if I don't know, we can ask Mike. I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, yeah, we've been here a long time. Mike a little longer than me, but massive change from the day I got in, which was the last day of February 2020, till now. The company I joined is long gone. In fact, it never really happened. Thank God, Ash is fearless, big-hearted, and did what he did, because I'm so glad, I'm so happy it did not launch before now, really, because what he did is just open a bigger and bigger world for lives to change. So I'm very happy over that. Any questions you have or you need from me, just let me know. But thank you again for inviting me here.
Thank you. It's really appreciated. We are really happy for being with us and with your kind support. Dear participants, our question and answer tab is open. So if you have any question, please write on the question and answer section. We will ask to our speakers, especially the Martin Digarmo, Michael Williams, and also Jeffrey Morlocks. They will reply to their question, but that will be very selective questions. Now I request Michael, please address on our topic. You know that Jeffrey Morlock is our key speakers on the topics. Before that, I request Michael. So say your, I should say you should share your experience, and you should advise us what to do and where we are going to. Over to Michael Williams.
Thank you so much. It's always a great pleasure to be with the Onpassive family. Hello, everyone. Today is a great day because anytime we can be on a webinar talking about our great company Onpassive, it cannot be anything less than a great day. You know, so all our founders who are in, obviously we know that they're in it to win it. You know, myself, I was first introduced to Onpassive back in July of 2018. It didn't take me long before I decided to sign that dotted line and locked arm with our CEO and just get going on this, because I know even back then, you know, with the smaller version of what we're about to do, that it would change lives around the world. One thing we knew for sure is that majority of people, you know, 90, 95% or so, you know, they always struggle when it comes to any business that you had to recruit someone, any business you had to refer someone, any business where you had to sell a product in order to make money. You know, people struggle with that. So I knew right away, if we could provide the world with a system, with a business whereby all they had to do was get in, then I certainly knew that it was a winner. Okay, and so that's the humble beginning that we started with. And then it transcended, it grew, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And thank God it did, because now there is no doubt whatsoever, none, not even 1%, not 0.1%. There's no doubt whatsoever that every single founder who decided to make that right decision to get involved with Onpassive are going to win. What do we mean win? They're going to succeed. What type of success? Money will no longer be an issue for all these individuals in the coming months and years. So I thank God that I made that decision, and therefore I look forward to what is ahead of us, okay? But I don't wanna steal Jeffrey's thunder, so I'm gonna leave the topic at hand to him, right? But I know it's going to be an awesome day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much just sharing your brief journey with Onpassive. I know that your contribution and your dedication on Onpassive. So thank you so much, Michael. Definitely we'll listen also later. Now I would request Jeffrey Morlock. We almost all the Bangladeshi founders know him. I would request Jeffrey, please speak on the topic today. Over to Jeffrey Morlock. Dear, just a moment. Dear friends, participants, বাংলাদেশ থেকে যারা আছেন, আজকে আমাদের যে স্পিচ, আমাদের যে বক্তব্য, এটা আমরা ইংরেজিতে শুনবো, আমরা বডি ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ শোনার চেষ্টা করব, সম্ভব হলে একটু সামারি আমরা বাংলায় বলবো। তবে আগামীকাল আবার আমরা একটু ওয়েবিনার করব, যে ওয়েবিনারে আজকের প্রোগ্রামের সামারিটা আমরা বাংলায় আলোচনা করব। Thank you. Over to Jeffrey, please.
Well, hello, and thank you so very much. This is an excellent webinar time here. I appreciate the invite so much, and it's so good to see you leaders here, everybody getting behind this with this massive momentum we've got going on, the exciting things that we have that are certainly on the horizon for us. Thank you so much. I appreciate very much, Susanta, that you have invited me here, along with a great many other leaders that I am so pleased to see. Thank you, Marty, for all the work that you've done behind the scenes with us, getting this ready to rock and roll. And Michael, thank you as always. You are a pillar, and we certainly appreciate everything that you are doing and the wisdom that you give us, especially with your marketing background and the expertise that you draw on and share with us. So thank you for that. Thank you for all the leaders too that are here. We're going to have a great time. I don't know, Michael, how much thunder there is, but I certainly do get excited. And sometimes I've just got to slow myself down because, you know, your mind starts working in wonders, and it's just what a phenomenal thing that we're into right here, right now, and moving forward at such breakneck speed. You know, we knew this day was coming. We knew that what we've got in front of us was on the horizon. And it just seems like the closer we get, the faster we're getting, and life is about to get really good. So we're going to do a little bit of a roots kind of a thing. Where did we come from? How did we get where we are? I'll probably be missing some of the middle stuff, and then we'll talk about where we're going. I am excited, so if I falter a little bit or stumble my words a bit, just kind of bear with me. I promise I'll try. A lot of times I go around my elbow to get to my thumb, but I'm here to have a great time, and I'm with family, so life is pretty good. But I want to, before I even get started with this whatever I'd call it, the roots in our future, is just thank Mr. Mufara. Thank him from the bottom of my heart on behalf of each and every one of us for the wonderful, nearly miraculous thing that he has done here, that he has stuck with and stuck his heart into and allowed us to be a part of. And we just thank you so much, sir, you and your family and everything that you have done. So thank you so very much. Now, we all know that it all started back in 2018. As Michael had said, he came back here in July of 2018. He beat me by a couple of months because I was a skeptic. I had no marketing experience, and quite frankly, I didn't believe it. I kind of thought, no, nobody does this. There's got to be a gimmick or a hook, right? So it took me a couple more months, Michael. So my hat's off to you, brother. But it started in 2018 when Mr. Mufara decided that he was going to create this digital marketing platform. And the idea at the time was to make a way for anybody to work from home, to work from anywhere, actually, and to make a living, and not just a little bit of a living, to make an okay living, easily, to bring success. Now, fortunately for us, Mr. Mufara, he had the wherewithal to make all this happen. But more than that, and this is the crux of it, he was determined to do it the right way, in a very clean, fresh way. And to do that, he had to back up a bit and create a model, a business model that would handle what he wanted to do. Because in the conventional world of marketing, it just didn't exist. So that's exactly what he did. He developed a revolutionary new business model that was based on connectedness and mutual benefit, right? And what it's done is created a path to making the conventional business model, which is based on profits and products, obsolete. So we're going by the wayside. We're just dropping that one, bringing in this new one. And as Mr. Mufara has told us more than once at the start, there was only a general plan. He had a strong desire and he had a slogan: do it or die. And that's where we started from. And it was from the onset that this new business was actually infused with his desire and his will and resources to lift humanity by raising the human condition through a combination of heart and high tech, which would be its platform. And that's a philosophy that we come to know and love, and is encompassed by the term AI with heart that Mr. Mufara coined a few years ago, and we use on a regular basis. Now, the first year, we tried to work out the kinks in the original idea of becoming that network platform that Mr. Mufara was actually developing the concept for. And that original concept, as he put it out, it had a max window for launch of about 90 days, and it had a meager budget, 100K, right? We expected to serve probably 200 to 300 million marketers over the next 3 years. And that was the sum total of how we started. We really expected to launch early in 2019. I mean, in February, I was rubbing my hands thinking, here it comes. But it didn't. Now, because Mr. Mufara had worked with marketers in several countries globally, he knew of a company in India at the time that was downsizing, and he hired some of those employees to be our first tech team. Now, that was around third quarter 2018, before we even had a name, and that office was in Calcutta, which is in West Bengal in India. And Mr. Mufara's idea was to create a business with a life-changing journey that had a simple pathway, a business pathway, if I could use that term, that others could use to join into the business and to enjoy and join that journey. And that path, that business pathway, was developed through what we've come to know as the founder position. And at the time, Mr. Mufara and all of us actually only expected about 3,000 to 5,000 founders to be in before we were going to launch. Look where we've come, right? Now, one of the first things the tech team did was to automate a platform for the founders, which could be then used as a marketing tool, and it allowed us, the founders, to effectively communicate with each other. This platform was called Go Founders. If you've been in here for a while, you know what that is. You've heard it, you've seen the journey of it, and it was that platform that used the market prowess, so to speak, and gave us the opportunity to stay in touch with each other as well as the company. We got our name Onpassive in the fourth quarter also of 2018, because when we first came out with GoFounders, we didn't even have a name yet. So you really got to love that, you know, he just stepped out on blind faith, and it's been a beautiful journey ever since. And incidentally, our name Onpassive is correctly spelled all uppercase letters. So that's the only way to spell it, and that's the only way we do it. And we got our first welcome message from Mr. Mufara in GoFounders in December of 2018. Now, a lot of us probably know, if you don't know, you should know, the founder's position is the only position that was available through that platform, and it allowed us, the founders, a ringside seat to everything going on. We could attend private webinars, we could pre-build networks, we could track growth, all sorts of stuff, and through it, we could also witness, right? We could be a part of the evolution of what would become a fantastic company. And it was only available in pre-launch, and that position is no longer available for new registrations. So if you're watching us and you're not a founder, you've missed that opportunity, but there's more ahead of you. So, and also in fourth quarter 2018, we registered that name, GoFounders, before the year closed out. And before the year closed out, we blew right past that 5,000 founder mark that we thought would probably be the limit to what we were doing. And moving into 2019, the foundership quickly went into double-digit thousands, and we were so excited. I'm telling you what, that momentum gave Onpassive, gave Mr. Mufara and his team the confidence to take on a greater vision of forming not just a few products, but a suite of products. And he also increased the budget significantly, which you would certainly expect. Now, it was a bumpy road, to say the least, but Onpassive persevered from that time all the way through, and getting toward the end of the first quarter, it was really starting to pay off, and the momentum was building. And by the end of March, we had about 20,000 founder accounts already registered and active. And that was more than anybody had previously even dared to think about or dream. That just blew our thoughts right out of the water. And by April, right, and Mr. Mufara's words for what we did in April, he said, you know, quote unquote, we finally, we got it right. And he started from that point on, right, and started to develop the tools that eventually became the product suite. And about late second quarter or so in 2019, he came out with a vision statement, almost, that was 3 years ago. And with that, we started what we call the paradigm shift that is Onpassive. Now, that vision I'm going to share here because it's simply a beautiful thing. It hasn't changed one word since he brought it out 3 years ago. And it says, Onpassive is the ultimate, complete, and unique digital marketing platform that ensures everyone succeeds regardless of their backgrounds or ability by offering the simplest environment with the highest standards and the most value while sustaining the benefits of a global stimulus plan. And if anybody has seen the journey of Onpassive, you can see that thread wrapped around and in through and part of everything we've ever done. So going through 2019, about mid-year, they did another serious evaluation, a restructuring. The tech team got a brand new office in Bangalore that was, at the time, was known as the Silicon Valley of India. And we took on some more staff. And it was about this time that we experienced the first big jump in our evolution, because Mr. Mufara had decided that Onpassive was going to become a comprehensive digital solutions provider, right? And that meant, in his words, and you may remember this quote, game on. So, I mean, he stepped in with the big boys and he was making it happen. And that was the first big evolutionary step as we increased our scope from marketing, right? From that meager marketing platform to the information technology arena, specifically the information technology business sector. And that was a sector and is a sector that deals with computing to include software, telecommunications, and generally anything involved with communications or with systems that are involved with the transmission of information. that's the arena we stepped into, and now we're a beast in, right? And that gave way to the development of some spectacular ideas and more evolutionary tales for us for inventing new products, for reinventing existing ones. And he even started thinking about and bringing the whole thing to the drawing board, as he talked about physical products. All that started back then. And man, I'll tell you what, we've grown, you know, and as we brought on new talent, the product base grew. The development of all the digital products and things that we know today started emerging. The founder growth maintained a momentum, right? I mean, it kept growing, so that by July 2019, we were up over 30,000 founders. And again, Mr. Mufara realized at that time that the automation that he kept asking his developers for, it just wasn't possible, because we were using conventional technology and we did not have the expertise at the time to add the features that we wanted, not without resourcing, right? But because Mr. Mufara wanted to keep everything in-house, he hired more developers, he hired engineers, right? Brought in some mechanical engineers, right? And so now we're not only writing stuff from scratch using that conventional programming, but now we're writing and developing our own AI, artificial intelligence, or more specifically, machine learning for automation and such. This made it possible to have everything that we were doing done in-house. We didn't have to share it with anybody or ask anybody's permission. And at the same time, it allowed us to streamline efficiencies in the products and the platforms by writing the AI automation into them. And that was another milestone in our evolution, because adding AI and automation to the products, we quickly integrated its parts, right? And as we continued to hire staff and we continued to add more newly created products, then it got bigger and smarter and sweeter and faster. And all of these things, when you add that to the advanced marketing platform with full automation, it became what we then called a digital ecosystem of smart products. And that was a smart business solution. Again, part of our evolution. And that smart business solution was the first time we'd seen that entire thing encompassed. The world had never seen a complete smart business solution before. And that was another evolutionary milestone for us. But going into the last quarter of 2019, we hit 40,000 founders accounts. A lot of our products at the time were going through multiple releases. You had heard Mr. Mufara talk about adding features and functionality, and they were continually having those added to them. And Mr. Mufara had this to say at the time, and this was a quote from Mr. Mufara in November of 2019. So I quote, "We are starting much stronger than other companies like Google, etc. Our staff has come from companies like JP Morgan, Apple, Wells Fargo, etc. Like Google at its beginning, Onpassive is a movement, and we too will become a global leader. In this way, we will be way above the crowd." And he is absolutely right. That turned into something that turned out to be prophetic. And as we crossed into the new year, we crossed 50,000 founder accounts. Man, I mean, that's more than anybody ever thought, right? Now, shortly after that, we saw COVID-19 come in. It reached pandemic status, and India was hard hit. Our IT hub was actually shut down or conducted, minimal ops as directed at the time by the Prime Minister more than once. Let me kill that. Sorry about that. Those things that happened, all of those things happening during the pandemic, and the shutting down or the minimizing of the offices and the staff and all of that, every bit of that continued right on. We didn't see any stop in progress, and not once did we ever see Mr. Mufara lose heart. Instead, he just adjusted the trajectory. He managed the expectation, and he just kept moving. You gotta love it, because that's the way the man goes. He doesn't understand what quitting is. and life is pretty good. So he continued to just push that technology. We expanded it more by adding more high-level IT products. And Mr. Mufari, you remember him saying, we're beefing up our products, right? I mean, that was the term he used. We're beefing them up, making them more robust. And we were doing that to the existing products so that these existing products now became their own departments, and they were methodically becoming standalone capable. Now, every one of our departments are able to be standalone, and not only that, but they're able to be unicorn capable. So they're their own revenue center, and they can be very, very, very lucrative. So that by the end of the first quarter in 2020, we also had about 70,000 founders. Now, as we continued the development of the products and the programs and the services and all that, and they were just, we pushed the digital evolution along at such a rate that, I mean, it exceeded everybody's expectations. The Go Founders membership took on a lot more momentum and growth at that time as more and more people realized the magnitude of what we were doing, the sophistication of what we were doing. I mean, the tech world, whoo, they were watching us. They knew who we were. They knew what we were doing. And so we just kept running on growing in momentum. And 3 months later, by the end of June, we had hit 100,000 founder accounts. And of course, by this time, we're still adding staff. He's adding it at a higher rate. We're getting more attractive quality leaders as well as staff members. And 3 months later, by the end of September 2020, we had doubled again, and we had to hit the milestone of 200,000 founder accounts. Man, we thought we were in hog heaven by that time, right? But by the end of October, we had dozens of departments within Onpassive, each of them standalone business capable, and the founder accounts hit 250,000. Man, I mean, 250,000 accounts. Unheard of, never seen before, unprecedented. Onpassive had become a groundbreaking artificial intelligence information technology company, and Mr. Mufara's vision had become the DNA of that company, which was built on a revolutionary business model with intellectual property, with proprietary cutting-edge technology. It was all interwoven and had innovative AI-driven products and the marketing platform, and every bit of it all spiraling, so to speak, outward to form what we call the world's first total internet solution. And at the time, Mr. Mufara explained it like this, and I quote, "You pay and you own the world. That's it. That's what Onpassive is. Everything you need to communicate, to learn, to educate, to earn, to connect with the world, to promote your business, any activity that goes around your daily life, today's life, is already in Onpassive. Once you make that payment, the light goes on." And man, I'll tell you what, he hasn't hit him up. He's kept right on trucking, right? Now, moving into November of 2020, when he said that, we hit 275,000 founder accounts. We outgrew the Kolkata office, and we went into Bangalore. And
Sorry, Jeffrey, you are muted. Please unmute yourself, please. Jeffrey, you are muted. Please unmute yourself.
Roger that. Not sure how that happened, but anyway, I'll continue. We outgrew Kolkata office. We moved to Bangalore. We outgrew Bangalore, did that rather quickly, 2 or 3 months. And rather than expanding Bangalore, we actually moved the hub to Hyderabad, a place called, Hyderabad. And in that building, we actually occupied 2 of the floors while they were renovating 2 of the other floors. And I think there were 7 total floors in that building, 2 on the basement, 1 on top, 5 in between. So they actually, I believe, had 5 working floors in that. Now, February, going into 2021, February saw us hit 500,000 founder accounts. Wow. I mean, that's when we put the beta links of the first products in the back office. And so it went. Now, Onpassive went on to update Go Founders. It became, I think there was like 6 times. And on the 7th, he just threw the whole thing out, redid it, and he brought in the new platform. We called it O Founders. This was November of 2021. and we called it that so that it would fit the Onpassive O theme of everything else. Now, recently, we've begun another change that is going to put O founders in what we now call the Onpassive Business Solution, the OBS, which houses the entire digital ecosystem, marketing platform, and a whole lot more. But this is just still the beginning. That's what makes this journey so incredible, because we're always with the new beginnings and always heading toward new tops. And our platform, the the Onpassive Business Solution, is going to severely disrupt both the online current marketing model and the online business model. And it's going to allow millions, eventually billions of us to get financially unstuck. Onpassive is going to lift us up and out of current circumstances of lack and failure through a powerful, sustainable, completely online digital marketing platform such as the world has never seen. And this will only grow as the world sees that what we're doing, which incidentally has never been done before, is going to be done right, and it's going to be done for the benefit of mankind. And we have everything needed to automate any online presence. It's all scalable, it's all fair, and it's all priceless. I mean, the value we offer is unsubstantiated anywhere in the world, and the sheer magnitude of what Onpassive has developed can stagger the imagination. And that includes, without limitation, the complete the complete digital ecosystem with all the marketing and the traffic and financials. It also, however, man, this is where it gets really cool as we go into the future, because we're also including the physical products, which now number in the hundreds, right? These include new inventions and products never before seen that are going to touch every industry on the planet. It includes data centers. The first one's done, second one's being done. The experts that are being onboarded, they're going to be able to host about 5 billion users, hybrid, remote, tier 1, tier 2, etc., unlimited, cutting edge, state-of-the-art centers that are going to be the best on the planet. I mean, Ash is working on this massive dream data center, right? Hybrid, in the cloud, being scaled. And he's also talked about having mobile data centers on vehicles that can drive anywhere, remotely, wirelessly. Wow, right? We're talking innovation labs, right? 2 of them are done. The first one is being used for AI and futuristic tech, right? Anything that can identify as a need that we can create a solution for. The second one is for physical products, and that second one actually has 2 offices, 2 branches in different countries, right? The first one is in a specific sector. As yet, as far as I know, he hasn't told us what sector that is. I believe it's unnamed, but it's a specific sector. The second one is set up to revolutionize products that have been made by fossil fuels and that sort of thing, by replacing them with a lot better alternatives. And there's a third a third lab that's supposed to be opening in October in yet another company, which is absolutely, it'll blow your mind when you think about what he's getting into, because this one's going to be focused on behavioral sciences, specifically the behavioral aspects of children, right? We also have new departments. Mr. Mufar recently gave us information about a department we didn't even know exists that he called EduMedia. It's a blend of education and media. And this O-Media has like 20 professors, PhD level educators. They're either full-time or they're consultants throughout several countries. And one of their projects is an ongoing communication right now, right, in global proximity, that has communication with about 1,500 universities to work with them for endorsing Academy and vice versa, perhaps. There's also a proposal by, in one country to use our product, Academy, a pillar, phenomenal product, as a default education platform, right, through the use of tablets, which the education system use. And that population of that country has got 110 million. So can you imagine? I mean, this means we're going to be part of the education in a very culturally innovative way for generations. Now, it's even drawing down to more excitement, because in the next 60 days or thereabouts, it's kind of dynamic, but the world's going to see marketing carried out on a global level by Onpassive, which is soon to be the greatest company on the planet. And we're going to have events on at least four continents. We're going to see massive branding starting in India. It's going to have paid advertising campaigns. We're going to see Doha, the capital city in Dubai, flooded day and night with our message, right? The Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, with our, it's literally going to be our billboard for a while. It's going to have our message on it, right? Come the new year, it's going to have the lasers put on it all the way through the end of March. And Mr. Mufar has indicated we're going to put as many displays as possible up during that time. It's going to be phenomenal, absolutely spectacular. Now, moving into November, we're also preparing to blanket the world with marketing that's done through the partnership with BN Sports to sponsor the live streaming of the soccer games, you know, the one that everybody knows is the World Cup, right? The global sporting event that billions are going to tune into. And Mr. Mufar has been talking about driving traffic. He talked about that the other day and said, you know, when he gets on board with that traffic company that he's got, that he's hooking up with, that he's partners with, he is going to dominate the traffic. And this is going to be targeted, focused, exclusive traffic. It's, oh man, we are really getting to the point where our lives are going to change, and all of these things lead the market. Everything he's doing is leading the market. It's preparing the way so that the public, so everybody in the world knows where to go, and obviously they're going to be going through us, the founders. And all these things point to lifting humanity at every conceivable level and empowering us all with a voice. And it's going to take just one of these things, if we look at it, to boggle our mind, but in totality, it's absolutely unheard of, it's unprecedented, and what we're doing has never been done in history, and never before has a single company sought to achieve and share such a far-reaching initiative for the greatest good of the human race. To say that Onpassive is going to be a unicorn in day one is to state the obvious. In actuality, we're going to qualify as a unicorn many times over, coming right out of the gate. So we need to get engaged with confidence, knowing that Onpassive has been designed to lift humanity through compassionate action, and that we are all significant in our unique way to help achieve that. We are truly in it to win it. We're going to win bigger together, and we are getting ready to be in the best shape of our lives. So thank you so very, very much. There is no company on the planet that will give you more value for the cost than Onpassive. No company. Thank you, Shushanta. I appreciate you letting me have a little time here, and I give this back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you so much for your nice space. Dear participants, friends, we just listened how Onpassive started, Onpassive's journey, and it was just a digital company, and it has been started with just 2 videos of our Honorable CEO Yash Mufare. We all know that, and Jeffrey Morlock already explained the almost total journey and the future where we are going to. So Onpassive is a company. No other company is the planet that is giving that mass of value to the founders and also the customers. We are going to reshape the planet. That's right. Now, Engineer Mike is raising hands. Just after SM Akram, I will call Engineer Mike. I request SM Akram, please say something, say a few words on the topic. If possible, say something in Bengali also, especially the speech given by Jeffrey. You can speak on that a little bit in Bengali. About to SM Akram Hussain.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but a little slow. Can you make it a little loud?
I think now is okay.
It's okay. Fantastic.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Engineer Shushanta. It's great pleasure to me to give me a chance to say something here. And awesome. Today's webinar is really great. And today is actually really historical moment of Bangladesh webinars. We are doing these webinars by corporate link, and for that reason, in this webinar, we are seeing that 3,000 plus great founders, most of are in Bangladesh. So thank you all the participants, and thank you who are organizing these webinars. I think everyone who have panelists like the co-host, and they are doing hard works before organizing these great webinars. So, ladies and gentlemen of the panelists and all the proud founder members of the planet, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you again, all great IT expert or IT knowledgeable person of Marty DeGarmo, Jeffrey Morlock, Dr. Derek Clark, Engineer Mike, and Dr. Benny, Jean, Bill Must, and also great leaders from local leaders and also the overseas leaders across the world. It's really great feelings when I hear to the Jeffrey Morlock. He's really started from our Onpassive journey to starting to from still now. So actually, everyone we did not see the full journey, but who actually joined at the starting moment, they have seen. So our great leader Jeffrey Morlock, Marty Tigarmo, and Michael, they are in the started in Onpassive, so they know very well from us. So we are very lucky we get all of the great leaders here. They will explain and why actually Onpassive is the root and what is the future of Onpassive. It's the actually today's topics also great, and it's really fantastic because this is the last business ever. We can say that initially our great leader Michael also says that you know that 90% of businessmen not success in the world, because only 10% or less 5 to 10% people are lucky and they are they get the success. But on passive, everyone will be the success, and there have not 1%, 5%, 10%, 20% will be success in on passive. Every founder will be success who already who will get the foundership before 6 of the October month. He will be also the success because he is the same founders of the who already joined in the earlier or in the 2018 or 2000 actually in the first moment who already joined. So everyone are same, and so it's really we are so blessed in the world. So I would like to in Bengali in some words to our community. আমাদের আসলে আমরা অনপ্যাসিভের এই মুহূর্তে যারা রয়েছি প্রত্যেকে একটি এনজয়িং করতেছি যা লঞ্চিং প্রসেস এবং একটি ভালো গ্রেট মোমেন্টের সাথে আমরা রয়েছি, বিকজ আমরা জানি যে হচ্ছে হলো আমাদের সমস্ত, আমি সেই বিষয়গুলো বলবো না, আপনারা সবাই জানি যে আমাদের সেপ্টেম্বর, অক্টোবর, নভেম্বর মাস, সেপ্টেম্বর মাস শেষ কিন্তু প্রায় আর 2-3 দিন রয়েছে। অক্টোবর নভেম্বর মাসে যে বিষয়গুলো আমাদের প্রতিশ্রুতিবদ্ধ রয়েছে সেগুলো সম্পর্কে আমরা সবাই জানি। সেগুলোতে আমরা অনেক গ্রেট আমাদের সামনে যে সারপ্রাইজ রয়েছে এবং যে অলরেডি সারপ্রাইজ আমি বলবো না, যে অলরেডি সেগুলো ডিক্লেয়ার্ড। আমাদের 64 চ্যানেল অ্যারাবিক এবং 64 ইংলিশ চ্যানেল এবং আরো অন্যান্য যে প্রায় 16 মাস ধরে হচ্ছিল ক্যাম্পেইন, এবং বুরুজ খলিফাতে যে আমাদের লেজার টেকনোলজি যা থাকবে সবকিছু লেজারের মাধ্যমে যে অ্যাডভার্টাইজমেন্ট যেগুলো হবে সবকিছুতে যে, এবং ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপে যে এত হিউজ লোক, যেখানে আমরা অনেক ট্রাফিক পাবো এবং সবকিছু মিলে আমরা উই আর সো এক্সাইটেড। আমি শুধু জেফরি মোরলক অনেক কিছু বলেছে, আমি আসলে সব তো বিশ্লেষণ করতে পারবো না। তার মধ্যে আমি স্পেশালি 2-3টি বলি। উনি জাস্ট স্টার্টিং যেটা করেছেন সেটা তখন কতজন ফাউন্ডার ছিলেন, এবং উনি অ্যাশ মুভার্সের ফ্যামিলিদেরকে যারা রয়েছেন তাদের প্রতি কৃতজ্ঞতা পোষণ করেছেন, এবং এখন পর্যন্ত এটা যে একটি ডান্ডিল এবং হচ্ছিল সবকিছু যে অটোমেটেড ভাবে হবে সবকিছু মিলেই উনি একটি চমৎকার অনবদ্য বক্তব্য রেখেছেন। এবং আমি আগামীকাল আবারও হচ্ছে হলো এই সম্পর্কে আরো ডিটেলস যে আমাদের ইঞ্জিনিয়ার সুশান্তা উনি আরেকটি ওয়েবিনার করবেন, সেখানে ইন ডিটেলস সবকিছু বলা সম্ভব হবে। আমাদের এখানে অনেক গ্রেট লিডার রয়েছে, আমরা তাদের থেকে বরং হচ্ছে হলো নেক্সট বিষয়গুলো জানবো। তো থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ইঞ্জিনিয়ার সুশান্ত ফর গিভ মি চান্স and to say something. And
Thank you. Thank you so much for your nice words and also translated in Bengali for our Bengali community. Before going to next, I like to ask a question to Marty. It's a common question from all of the founders, especially from Bangladesh and India also. The question is, would we able to pay our subscription fee with our local currency?
Marty's had to step away. He's got a few problems at his home at the moment, so he's had to slide off. He might be coming back, so unfortunately he won't be able to answer that for you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Engineer Mike, please proceed.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thanks, all the leaders. I just want to, it's just a little housekeeping for all of us. If you're raising your hand, people, please, founders, put your first name, your last name, and your country where you're logging in from, okay, please. And also, if you are on the panel or you anywhere in the panelists or you are an attendee, please put your first name and your last name, okay? Also, well, two of our leaders just joined us, Red Referent and Bill Moss, welcome. So for people who have their questions, go to the Q&A and you ask your questions. But remember, we must identify you. You should not ask a question as anonymous. Please, Mr. Red Referent will not respond to you. So those are our housekeeping rules. Let's keep it going. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, Mike, have you finished or you like to continue? Okay, thank you. Now I request Zin Aliba, please speak on that topic. Zin Aliba.
Thank you, Engineer Sushanta. Thank you, Nazra Haq. Jeffrey Morlock, that was an amazing, detailed walk through the history of Onpassive. I joined in late July of 2020, right at the start of that boon of growth. And so I was just caught up in the whirlwind of it all. But to get back to the topic about our roots and future, when I think about the roots of Onpassive, it's those pioneer founders like Jeffrey, like Red Redfern, like, well, Marty joined a little bit later, but all of those, there's too many to mention. But I think of Onpassive like this giant redwood of a tree, but it started out as a little seedling, right? In Ash's mind and in his heart, he had this idea, I'm going to do something different. This way of the world is not working. There's got to be a better way. And so he had this idea and he shared it with a friend and another friend and Michael Williams, and it grew and grew, and it started to put roots down into the earth. And that's where, like, the rest of the founders come in. Those roots just went deeper and deeper. And as the vision and the confidence in the company grew, you know, it attracted some, you know, maybe gophers and bugs and things like that into that root system, things that tried to stop us, maybe obstructions, maybe rocks, things that tried to hinder the foundational securing of our company. But we moved around it. We used those rocks and obstructions to really root ourselves, to hold tightly into that rich soil from which Onpassive could grow. And now, because Ash has taken the time to do this thoughtfully, to do it strategically, this redwood has just, if you know what a redwood tree is in California, they're gigantic trees and they can grow so wide that you could drive a car through them, correct? So we have allowed this tree to get so robust and so strong with those root systems deep into the earth, holding us tight. Nothing can sway us. The winds can come, the hurricanes can come. Nothing is going to sway this massive tree, this beautiful thing that is going to branch out. All of the products going to branch out and bear fruit. You know, like I've said before, some thinner branches, maybe smaller products, some really incredibly thick branches on those bigger products. They're all going to bear fruit, and they're all going to be putting out oxygen into the air, benefiting humanity in ways we cannot even imagine. And so when I think about the roots of Onpassive, it's those Ash's heart, those pioneer founders, which I and all of us owe a debt of gratitude for the rest of our lives, and our children's children, right? It would not have happened without those people that believed when there was nothing there, nothing to hold on to. And so I just think this incredible, beautiful tree is going to bear fruit for all of us. And we had the privilege to be part of that root system. And I, for one, am extremely grateful to Ash and to everyone that came before me and came after me and held that vision. We are so, so fortunate and blessed to be a family together. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jean. Actually, Jean very well said, and he referred a tree. That tree grows slowly and spreaded its branches, but the tree is so strong. No catastrophe or any ugly things can destroy that tree. Onpassive is like that. Onpassive is so strong, it is growing slowly, and it is so protected, nothing can stop its progress. So we are really, really proud of Onpassive. Now I request Dr. Derek Clarkey, please deliver your speech as short as possible. Dr. Derek. Dr. Derek, are you there?
Right. Okay. Peace, blessings, and enough love to everyone. Thank you very much, Engineer Susanto. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Jeff. Really appreciate it. Sir Williams, AM, thank you very much. And Rupa, I don't hear you from the program started. I love hearing you because I'm telling you, when you translate, you have to be working with AI in your brain because I tell you, you are awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate it. And just to say that I started in February 2019, when there is, at the close of January, it was 10,000. And to the close of February, it was 15,000. So it was about in that range of persons, of founders, that was in the Onpassive company. And I have learned so much from then. My specialty from actually when I was age 7, going to school, I love technology from that early tender age. So it's something that I've grown with over the years. Went to school and developed that attribute to where I am now, in the whole field of technology, specializing mainly in audiovisual. So it's something I love, and it's something that is the future. It is now, and it is the future. We're not going to go back to 8-track cassettes, definitely not, to listen to music, and we're not going to back to VHS to watch a video. No, those things are now dinosaurs way back in the past. So everything is digital right now in life, and so that is where we are, and that is where we are going to grow continuously. And so we are looking at Onpassive, our roots and future. Onpassive, our roots and our future. Back in 2019, back in 2007, back in 2007, that is when Eric Yuan of March got the vision of starting Zoom, which all of us are on today. But it didn't launch until 2011. That was 4 years. 4 years. Okay. Qatar actually gave the whole dynamics of or got the whole dynamics from FIFA in 2010 to become the official host of World Cup football for 2022. Can you imagine? Just let that soak a little while. 12 years before. And the stadium, one of the stadium, which is the Albert Stadium, completed in 2021, actually broke ground in 2014. 7 years for just that stadium that is on your screen to be built. And of course, you notice it all have sunroof. Can you imagine a stadium with sunroof? And so the roots of this lovely company started with CEO Ash Mufari, MIT, that has a love for humanity. And that's where it started, the love for humanity, recognizing that it was only 5% of people on the planet. Can you imagine? You have 8 billion people on the planet plus, and only 5% of that has some amount of wealth to be proud of. And that is where the heart of Mr. Ash Mufari came from in order to start this lovely, magnificent, with a heart company in 2018. Just 4 years ago. Not long, 4 years ago. And so therefore, his vision was to fill the gap between the rich and the poor. And it's a big gap, a big, humongous gap, because you have people who don't even have drinking water, clean drinking water. What a gap is that? Some persons drinking water out of lovely china glasses, and some people don't even have drinking water. That's a big gap, very big gap. And the mission is to be the correction to the corruption on the internet, because that's where most business really are at this time in life. And so, what is Onpassive? It's a pure artificial intelligence based software company. Started as a network marketing, and of course, it started in Orlando. That is where our CEO is, Mr. Ash Mufari. So, disruptive technology. This is the roots of where everything has been building from. Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, virtual technology, blockchain, 3D, all of those technology. And this is the roots of everything coming up. Fully hands-free technology, of course. Automatic running system technology. In short, it's called robotic technology. So AI is doing most of the work, most of the heavy lifting, which is under the umbrella of Onpassive. Why technology? Technology changes the business model. So it's best to work smart than to work hard, because everybody knows how hard work goes, because every person that is on this webinar right now is not foreign to hard work. All of us know what hard work is. And so we are coming with disruptive technology. We are building everything from the ground, from the roots, with disruptive technology. Of course, using artificial intelligence, building in the whole system of our products. And of course, our offices, which we planted roots. Because one of the things about having a good, authentic business or company is to have physical buildings. Because Walmart, for those of us who know Walmart not going anywhere. Not going anywhere, because one of the main reasons, it's hard to lift up a business and run with it. No, it's hard to lift up a building and run with it. No, it's hard to do that. And so with our roots. We put down some very physical roots, and that is in Orlando, in Hyderabad, and also in Singapore, and getting there in Bangladesh, and of course the tallest building on the planet, which is in Dubai, and that's the Burj Khalifa, floor 151 and 134. And so we're not going anywhere. Many teams that make up the entire workforce of this lovely company, which most of the team, as we know, is in Hyderabad. Some, of course, is in the other locations. But we have engineered roots, developers, roots, software, roots. We have so many roots growing down, pushing down to establish and to keep firm this business, this company that is being built with the love and humanity of Mr. Ash Mafari. And then some of our popular products, which most of us, is privy of, or counting our staff, or connect, or sending out more roots in order to build that foundation, so that we have, because when you talk about a company or a business, the legality of business or company is whether you have a product or a service to offer. So bringing in people and getting commission on bringing in people, no, that's not our business. That's not our type of company. We are not that type. We are resellers of products. And if you don't have product, then quite possible that company or business is shady. And so the value of Onpassive, it's in the products, both digital products and also physical products. And so Onpassive, under the acronym of CATMO, is where the columns, we're building the columns of the company, or the trunks of the company, coming up with complete internet and digital solution, automated artificial intelligence, targeted traffic, which is sent every month to every person. So it doesn't matter whether you came 2018 or you came 2022. It doesn't matter. And for those persons who will be resellers coming after, every person will be getting targeted traffic. So the only way to get more than the designated amount for the month is by purchasing more traffic. So no one will, as it were, succeed more than the next person because they started 2018 and this one came in 2022. No, because it's traffic. And all you need to do is to purchase more traffic if you want more business, or get active if you want more business. Anyway, the possibility of earnings in Onpassive, and this is where we start to grow. Residual income 24 hours a day, every time. Income every hour. Lift, lifetime, lifelong income, not just for a little while and it stops. We can fulfill all our dreams 10 times more. Income for all generations, meaning that it's willable. It's passed on. You can pass it on to other members of your family. You can't do that with your job. Unlimited income, no limitations. We also, as Sir Jeffrey Morlock says, our own data center, and more to come, much more to come with even mobile data centers. And that is awesome. Very awesome. And the promising future of this company is also into what we are heading towards. Which one of the things we are heading towards? Of course, it's the World Cup football. And that is going to be viewed, an estimated 5 billion people will be viewing our advertisement on this #1 sport in the world. Last World Cup 2018, it was 3.5 billion with the B, 3.5 billion people viewing last World Cup in 2018. And so therefore, our CEO with a golden heart, unlike any other CEO that you have ever known of in the world, is a person with a heart for humanity. As I said earlier, a heart to correct the corruption. Because let's understand this. Onpassive is the answer to help the weeping child that is without food, without clothing, without shoes, without clean drinking water. Can you imagine? I said that before. People without clean drinking water. Right now, Onpassive is the answer to the disabled of the world that feels like no one really cares about them, nor love them, nor feel all left alone. That is our senior citizens also. Onpassive is the answer to the homeless. Mothers, fathers, children, and there's so much, and that's why we have angel programs. We are looking into Bless. We're looking into all of these things for the future, so that in the future, people can feel as if their life matters. Because that's why people commit suicide, because it feels as if their life doesn't matter, it isn't worth anything, because they are not having a good income. And so therefore, Onpassive, our roots and future, it lies within this lovely company with a heart by our CEO, Ash Mafari, MIT. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Derek. It was amazing. Dr. Derek very briefly explained about the company, technology, and about our CEO, how kind and lion-hearted person Mr. Ash Mufare, who is gonna change the whole world. He's just making the minimizing the difference between the rich and poor. All those are in the platform. We all are winner. Now I request Rupa, please translate in Bengali just a summary of Dr. Derek and also other speakers. আমরা এখানে এখনো পর্যন্ত 3,000 participants আছি. We are facing some problems. Some of the participants can't join due to email and other options. Otherwise, we could raise 4,000 plus. Now about to Rupa. Rupa, quick, please. Rupa, are you there? Nazmul Hayat, can you translate in Bengali? Nazmul Hayat. Nazmul Hayat, can you translate in Bengali? Shotu Borua?
Yes, I can. No problem.
Okay,
Nazmul Hayat, there is some problem.
But very briefly and shortly the summary of his speech, please, for our Bengali community.
Okay, thank you. If I go for Mr. Derek speak only, আমি বাংলায় বলবো. First of all, I like to thanks to all the international leaders who today participate in our Bangladeshi community, with this community, and to share their great knowledge. And from the beginning, Mr. Jeffrey Marlock already explained everything from the beginning to today, what was the Onpassive and what's the foundation, how they started journey, everything they explained properly. So I don't want to go all these details, only to go for a few description of last presentation. I'll go through. First of all, I'm going to talk in Bengali only.
Sure.
Told only this like Onpassive, how is our future and what are the route, how is it started. He just gave প্রথমে বলছিল একটা জুমের এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছেন। জুম আমরা জানি পৃথিবীতে এখন এই প্যান্ডামিকের সময়ে যেটা বিজনেস অলমোস্ট 400 টাইমস অর্থাৎ 400 গুণ বেড়ে গেছিল, সেই জুমের একটা এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছেন যেটা স্টার্ট করতে ডিক্লার করার পরও 4 বছর সময় লাগছে। 2007 থেকে শুরু করে 2011 অলমোস্ট 4 বছর সময় নিচ্ছে শুধু লঞ্চিং এর জন্য। এরপর একটা উদাহরণ দিচ্ছে কাতার ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ নিয়ে, যে ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপটা কিন্তু ডিক্লার করা হয়েছিল যে ওনারা হোস্ট হবে সেটা 2022 সালে, বাট ডিক্লার হয়েছিল 2010 সালে। 12 ইয়ার্স টাইম, মানে 12 বছর সময় লাগছে তাদের এই প্রিপারেশনের জন্য। এই জিনিসটা চিন্তা করেন যে ডিক্লার হওয়ার পরও একটা এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছেন একটা স্টেডিয়ামের, যে স্টেডিয়ামের জন্য যেটা অলমোস্ট 14 ইয়ার্স এর মতো টাইম লাগছে যেটা তৈরি করার জন্য। তো যেখানে আমাদের এখানে বলা হচ্ছে যে আমাদের সিওর এখানে অনপ্রেসিভের যে চিন্তা, অনপ্রেসিভটা মাত্র কিন্তু 4 বছরের একটা কোম্পানি, মাত্র 2018 সালে শুরু হয়েছে, আজকাল 2022, আমরা এখন অলমোস্ট লঞ্চিং এর কাছাকাছি। তার মানে আমি যদি চিন্তা করি ইন্টারন্যাশনালি যেগুলো রেভলিউশনাইজ ঘটনা ঘটে গেছে, যে জুমের কথা বললেন বা ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপের, তাদের তুলনায় কিন্তু অনেক কম। একটা ইন্টারন্যাশনালি গ্লোবালে এই যে ইউনিকর্ন একটা কোম্পানি প্রতিষ্ঠিত করতেছেন এবং যেটা পৃথিবীতে ডমিনেট করবে, ফিউচার ওয়ার্ল্ডকে লিড করবে, তার জন্য টাইম কিন্তু এদের তুলনায় অনেক কম, মাত্র 4 বছর। এবং সবচেয়ে যে ইম্পর্টেন্ট মেসেজটা হচ্ছে ওনার এই অনপ্রেসিভের যাত্রাটা কোত্থেকে শুরু হলো। উনি চাচ্ছেন যে এই পৃথিবীতে টু ফিল দ্য গ্যাপ বিটুইন রিচ পিপল and create humanity in the world, and to be the correction to the corruption of the internet. অর্থাৎ এটা বলতে হচ্ছে আমরা যদি দেখি পৃথিবীতে যত অ্যাসেট বা সম্পদ রয়েছে তার শুধুমাত্র 5% পপুলেশনের মধ্যে বিদ্যমান। পৃথিবীর যত সম্পদ তার অ্যাকচুয়ালি যদি আমরা বলি ধনী শ্রেণীর মধ্যে সীমাবদ্ধ। 5% লোকের মাঝে টোটাল 95% লোকের বা পৃথিবীর টোটাল সম্পত্তির 95% তাদের কাছে আছে, আর 95% লোকের কাছে আছে মাত্র 5% আছে। এই যে একটা হিউজ ডিফারেন্স এখানে একটা, এর আগে উনি বলতেছিলেন যে দেখেন একটা চাইনিজ গ্লাসের একটা এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছে, কেউ পরিষ্কার পানি খেতে পারতেছে না জীবন ধারণের জন্য, অথচ আর ধনী লোকরা এখানে দিয়ে খুব দামি ওয়াইনের মতো জিনিস মদ খায়, কোটি কোটি টাকা তারা এনজয় করে। মানে এই যে একটা চিন্তাধারাটা, একজন মানুষ তার প্রয়োজনটা বেসিক নিডটা পাচ্ছে না, আরেকজন এনজয় করতেছে খুব মানে কি বলবো খুব অনেক টাকা পয়সার মালিক, তারা এনজয় করতেছে। বাট এই যে হিউজ গ্যাপ, এই গ্যাপটা কমানো হচ্ছে তার প্রথম চিন্তা, যেটা হচ্ছে পৃথিবী থেকে কিভাবে এই যে ধনী এবং দরিদ্রের মধ্যে বৈষম্য কমাবে। তারপর সেকেন্ড কম হচ্ছে এটি ইন্টারনেটের যে বা টোটাল পৃথিবীতে যে করাপশন, এই করাপশনের কারণে কিন্তু বিশাল ডেভেলপমেন্ট গুলো বা বিভিন্ন কিছু হতে পারতেছে না, ডেভেলপমেন্ট সঠিকভাবে হতে পারতেছে না। এই করাপশনটাকে কারেকশন কিভাবে নেওয়া যায় সে হচ্ছে তার চিন্তা ছিলেন ওনার। তার মানে চিন্তাটা হচ্ছে অনেক মেসিভ, অনেক পজিটিভ একটা জিনিস। এরপর বলতেছে এখন হোয়াট ইজ অনপেসিভ। হোয়াট ইজ অনপেসিভ সম্বন্ধে বলছে ইট ইজ এ পিওর এআই বেসড সফটওয়্যার কোম্পানি। প্রথম হচ্ছে ইটস এ টোটালি এআই বেসড বা আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স বেসড সফটওয়্যার কোম্পানি। শুরু হয়েছিল নেটওয়ার্ক মার্কেটিং থেকে।
প্লিজ মেক ইট শর্ট।
আচ্ছা, ওকে, ধন্যবাদ। তাহলে এটা শুরু হয়েছিল এর থেকে, এখন কিন্তু এটা অলমোস্ট টোটাল ওয়ার্ল্ডকে লিড করবে এই ধরনের একটা কোম্পানি, যেটাতে ইনবিল্ড করা আছে ডিসরাপটিভ টেকনোলজি, যে টেকনোলজির মাধ্যমে পৃথিবীর অন্যান্য টেকনোলজি গুলো অটোমেটিক্যালি মার খেয়ে যাবে, যেমন ডিসরাপটিভ টেকনোলজি যেটা পৃথিবীকে লিড করবে। যে শর্ট আমি যদি রোবোটিক টেকনোলজি এখানে আছে, যেহেতু ফুললি হ্যান্ডস ফ্রি অটোমেশন সিস্টেম, এটা অটোমেশন সিস্টেম দিয়ে চলবে, ইটস এ ফুললি হ্যান্ডস ফ্রি সিস্টেম। আমরা যদি বলতে পারি এক কথায় ইটস এ রোবোটিক কোম্পানি। এখন এই টেকনোলজি নিয়ে কেন আমরা পৃথিবীতে ডেভেলপ করব, কেন? কারণ আমাদের অনেকগুলো প্রোডাক্ট আছে যে প্রোডাক্টগুলো আমরা রিসেল করতে পারবো। শুধুমাত্র আমরা যারা ওনার তারা না, যারা আমাদের রিসেলার হিসেবে জয়েন করবে, ইউজার হিসেবে জয়েন করবে, প্রত্যেকে এই ক্ষেত্রে বেনিফিটেড হবে। ইটস এ এআই ইজ দ্য কি পারসন, অর্থাৎ কি আমাদের এই টোটাল প্রোডাক্টের ইনবিল্ড আছে এআই, যেটা হচ্ছে মূল জিনিস। অনপ্রেসিভ অফিস নিয়ে উনি বলছেন, যেটা পৃথিবীর খুব ভালো, যে আমেরিকা এবং ইন্ডিয়া অফিসের উনি এক্সাম্পল দিয়েছেন। সিঙ্গাপুরে আমাদের অফিস আছে। তারপর এখানে যে অনেকগুলো আইটি ইঞ্জিনিয়ারদের নিয়োগ দেওয়া হয়েছে, তারা ইনবিল্ড কাজ করে যাচ্ছে, মানে সকাল দুপুর রাত্রে। কন্টিনিউয়াসলি কাজ করে যাচ্ছে, সেটার একটা এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছেন যে উনি আবার বলতেছেন যে অনপাসিভ এমন একটা সিস্টেম, একই আমব্রেলার মধ্যে আমরা সবগুলো সলিউশন পাচ্ছি। যেখানে একটা কোম্পানি শুরু হয়েছিল মাত্র ডিজিটাল মার্কেটিং দিয়ে, সেটা এখন এআই বা টোটাল সফটওয়্যার সলিউশন এবং আলটিমেটলি টোটাল ইন্টারনেট সলিউশন প্রোভাইড করতেছে। তার মানে এমন একটা সিস্টেম, যেই সিস্টেমের মাধ্যমে আমরা যদি পৃথিবীর অনেক বড় বড় কোম্পানি গুগল, ফেসবুক বা অন্যান্য কোম্পানির কথা চিন্তা করি, তাদের যে ফাউন্ডাররা ছিল তাদের চেয়ে আমাদের এসমোফারের যে চিন্তাধারাটা অনেক ডেভেলপ। এই জন্য উনি ওনাদেরকে টপ লেভেলে নিয়ে অন্যদেরকে নিচে দেখাচ্ছে কন্ট্রোলে। আর আমাদের যে সিস্টেম ক্যাটমো, সেই ক্যাটমোর ব্যাখ্যা আপনারা সবাই জানেন, আমি এগুলো আর বলতে চাচ্ছি না। আলটিমেটলি আমি এক কথা যদি বলি, আমাদের যেই সিস্টেম, এই সিস্টেম পৃথিবীতে লিড করবে, এটা কোনো সন্দেহ নেই। আর এটার মার্কেটিং করার জন্য এমন একটা স্ট্র্যাটেজি ফলো করতেছে, যে স্ট্র্যাটেজি পৃথিবী আর কখনো এভাবে দেখে নাই, যেটা শুরু করার আগ থেকে টেকনোলজি করে এখন বেন স্পোর্টসের সাথে সম্পৃক্ত। আলটিমেটলি টোটাল পৃথিবীকে ডমিনেট করবে এবং যে পৃথিবীতে যে
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ, থ্যাংক ইউ। ইউ শুড
ওকে, ধন্যবাদ। শুধুমাত্র এক কথা আমি শেষ করে দিচ্ছি দাদা, সেটা হচ্ছে পৃথিবীতে এই যে ক্ষুধা দরিদ্র মুক্ত লোকগুলো আছে, অনেক বয়োনির্দিষ্ট লোকগুলো আছে, তারা যেন কষ্ট না পায়, সেই সমন্বয়টাই করবেন আমাদের অনপ্যাসিভের মাধ্যমে। ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে।
Thank you, Shetu Boro. Thank you so much. You very nicely translated the total speeches in Bengali. আমার মনে করি যে আমাদের বাংলা কমিউনিটি যারা আছে তারা অনেক উপকৃত হয়েছে, সেজন্য অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। Dear participants, now I'll play a video. Now I'll play a video, very short video, 2-3 minutes only, that will show the potential market in Bangladesh. That will show the potential market in Bangladesh. So just enjoy the video, and we also need little warm up. We are getting boring, so listening the so many speeches, so we'll make us some enjoyable video.
South Asia is a well-known global destination for prominent tech-savvy human capital. It has long been an IT outsourcing destination around the world, which is specifically evident in the nation of India. But the smaller counterpart, which is Bangladesh, is on the path to become the next technology outsourcing destination in the region. According to the Global Service Index, Bangladesh has emerged as the 21st best country in the world for IT outsourcing. This makes the South Asian country have yet another opportunity to expand its global footprint in the outsourcing world. After all, Bangladesh is already well known for its textile outsourcing industry. Further, however, is that Bangladesh's IT sector is forecasted to be a $5 billion sector by 2025, which rapidly grew from only $300 million in 2006. But can Bangladesh really become an IT global destination? After all, $5 billion is still small compared to its competitors. Before we move on, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more. Bangladesh's IT sector started way back in 1964, when the world's first mainframe computer arrived at Dhaka University. But the emergence of this growth started 3 decades later in 1997, when the government of the nation established a national information policy. Throughout the next few years, several initiatives then followed to ensure that Bangladesh does indeed establish a formidable ICT industry. By 2007, several global institutions around the world have helped Bangladesh make this a reality. From the USAID to the World Bank to JICA and even DANIDA. 2 years prior, however, in 2005, the Bangladesh Information and Communications Technology Business Center actually failed. Come 2008, the Awami League government, or the current sitting political party in Bangladesh, declared that the land will have a so-called digital Bangladesh. This manifesto would establish the nation's digital economy to rapidly rise. It meant that businesses would be integrated into the technology world. Education would be enhanced either by applying technology or by studying them. But most importantly, the use of advanced technologies such as cloud computing would be used to alleviate poverty. Today, these initiatives have not only found their way to establishing Bangladesh with a growing IT sector, but also enhanced the population's digital life. There are over 117 million internet subscribers as of 2021 in Bangladesh and 4,500 IT-related registered enterprises, which employ over 1 million people in the nation. And most importantly, its ICT exports are worth more than $1 billion. The value of Bangladesh's ICT sector has grown this big because of the government's decisive initiatives, the transformation of the overall digital economy through the establishment of cheap Wi-Fi, as the nation is, according to the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, the 18th cheapest in the world. Furthermore, its 4G coverage by population is over 95%, which is among the highest, but most importantly is that its 5G implementation is on the way and has already started in 2021. Another growth engine is the construction of high-tech parks. There are around 29 of these tech centers and growing every year. Take, for example, one of these is the Bangabandhu High-Tech City, a business park in Ghazipur district. It has more than 5 companies operating within it and has over 13,000 employed workers. These are likewise the causes of Bangladesh's IT sector growth. While there is more to it, we think that these are the biggest developers. But for the future of the IT industry, as it is projected to reach $5 billion by 2025, is still obviously small. Its competitors from India have an industry far larger. Then from the east, ASEAN has a growing formidable human and tech capital. But Bangladesh's economy is growing and catching up, and from what it seems, it has vast experience, maybe more than its competitors when it comes to dealing with international business. After all, it is home to a robust textile outsourcing industry. Moreover, Bangladesh has a healthy human capital. It produces over 500,000 or more university graduates, and these graduates are well known to be very tech savvy, showing that Bangladesh is equipped with the knowledge to take the digital opportunity. But what's really going to make Bangladesh's competitive advantage is due to its cost. It is, according to data, one of the lowest cost destinations for IT. Lastly, Bangladesh's physical and ICT infrastructure has been developed well over the years. As previously noted, it has a 95% 4G data coverage. But also, more importantly, is the nation's rapid development of power generation. It grew from having its population to have little or less access to power to over 99.5% of its population. So knowing these, do you think Bangladesh can become an IT hub?
We just saw the potential market of IT market in Bangladesh. Dear participants, you know, the Bangladesh is a small country, but with a high population. We have 170 million of people, and those peoples are wealth of Bangladesh. And out of 170 million of peoples, 100 million peoples are young. So we are just enjoying the demographic dividend also. Their age is 25 to 35. So Bangladesh is growing very fast. Now, but this video was made in 2021. I think by this time we have lots of progress. I request Nozul Haq, please add with something which has been left from the video. Over to Nozul Haq, please. You will make it as short as possible.
Thank you, Engineer Sushanto. Can you hear me?
Yes, this is perfect.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Sushanto, for you give me this chance. You have doing excellent job for our Bangladesh community. Thank you, dear. We are proud of you. Really, my dear friends, this video we have seen our digital potentiality of Bangladesh. We know Bangladesh is called the digital Bangladesh. Our honorable Prime Minister is founder of this era. You know, Bangladesh have own data center, which is the 7th largest among the world and which is the largest among South in Asia. We are very much proud for this presence, as well as Bangladesh government is now working for digital era, including 4th industrial revolution. You know what is the 4th industrial revolution? Onpassive will do that because our AI, machine learning, data center, 3D printing, IoT, nanotechnology, biotechnology, everything is fourth industrial revolution. So when Bangladesh start its journey and Onpassive start our Onpassive office in Bangladesh, I think this will be more helpful to generate our revenue from Bangladesh, and our government will help very much to our Onpassive company and our Onpassive. Bangladesh will be more revenue generate market in South Asia. I will believe it will be happen within short time. You know, Engineer Shranto said our people, although we are a small country, but our people is now 170 million. And now we are enjoying that demographic dividend, which will be going on 2042. Our 15 to 39 people are now 60%, and 15 to 60 people are now 40%. So most of the people are now young, and maximum they are digitized. It will be more helpful for our Onpassive when we will be marketing in Bangladesh. You know, our GDP is now 400 billion after COVID, but our GDP growth rate is about 7%, which is very much higher from any of the developed and underdeveloped country. We are very much proud for this success. You know, our most revenue come from our RMG sector, which is called ready-made garment sector. Here are 6,000 plus RMG sector in our Bangladesh, and at least 0.5 million workers work them. You know, our workers' salary is very cheap, but 0.5 billion out of 0.5 million, near about 0.4 million workers are women. When we started our journey in Bangladesh, our women will be more applicable in this sector. And when as we start our IoT-based product, I think our garments, accessories, garment machineries, it will be more helpful for Bangladesh. Although Bangladesh is an agro-based country, now in the first world, agro-based products are always in the part of fourth industrial revolution. I think as we'll be thinking about our population, about our agro-based country, agro-based product, as well as garment accessories and garments product. As a single country, Bangladesh is the second largest exporter in garment sector after China, and now Vietnam is the third. So it is more potentiality in garment sector, in hosiery sector, ready-made garments, as well as everything is favor for our Onpassive. So we are eagerly waiting for a visit in Bangladesh, and when our office will be open in Bangladesh, then our government are eagerly waiting for this. Last week, our Honorable Prime Minister has visited United Nations Summit. After summit, in press briefing, he requested all of American investors to come our Bangladesh for investing artificial intelligence, machine learning, especially blockchain. We have 4 special area for IT park. 2 is running, Gazipur, Kaliapur and Josho, and 3 is undergoing, which is Rajshahi, Sylhet and Chittagong. When Ash come, I will brief him today or tomorrow. He can contact with our government for this IoT product base, and he can invest in this sector. We are very much lucky. Our banking sector as well as very much digitized. According to the user number, Bangladesh is the highest mobile banking sector all over the world. So I think our wallet will be more viable in our country. Maximum our 10 million plus expertise working in the Middle East. I think they easily use our wallet. So wallet will be more viable in Bangladesh. Lastly, I want to say all of our foreign panelists, you know, Cox's is the world's largest sea beach among the world under the Bay of Bengal. And our Sundarban mangrove forest is the world's largest mangrove forest, which is situated in Khulna, and one of part is India. So you are most welcome to visit our Bangladesh when Onpassive will launch. We are eagerly waiting all of our foreign delegates, foreign participants, and our CEO. We will be more happy. I think Bangladesh is now the second business hub after India. And Bangladesh is called the emerging tiger of the economy, and world 13 economy in Bangladesh within 7 years, 2029. So we are very, very eligible for Onpassive product. I am especially thanks all of you participants who have joined in this historical webinar. We have crossed 3,000 plus, and maximum credit goes to all of our Bangladeshi founders, especially my younger brothers, Mr. Mominur Islam and Mr. Salahuddin. They have contribution a lot to this webinar, and every Tuesday we will do that. I think today or tomorrow Mr. Ash will come, and for my core heart, I thank all of you. Thank you, Mr. Sushanto. Please proceed.
Thank you. Thank you, Nozul Haq. Thank you so much, dear participants. You know, Mr. Nozul Haq, who just explained us how potential market is in Bangladesh, and definitely Onpassive will lead the IT market in Bangladesh also. Mr. Nozul Haq, he is an ex-government officer, but he is totally dedicated to the Onpassive because his full time now he is dedicating to the Onpassive purpose. So he's such a nice guy, Mr. Nozul Haq. Thank you so much, Nozul Haq, for briefing us. Now I request Dr. Benny Tinglet. Dr. Benny, please say something.
Oh, thank you, Brother Shoshanta, for giving me this opportunity. I want to thank all our leaders, Brother Jeffrey Muller, Brother Michael Williams, Sister Jennings, Brother Redfern, and the rest of our leaders. But most importantly, I want to thank our CEO. If it wasn't for him, we will not be here today. As we all know, that he is a self-sacrificing man, a man with a heart of humanity, who stated that either I do or I die. He is here to correct corruption, because we all know that there are a lot of corrupted multi-level marketers out there. That is why a lot of people, when you ask them to join Onpassive, they think that Onpassive is just like MLM. Onpassive is different from any other company in the world. If anybody wants to join Onpassive, you know that we have digital products. We have products. If a company doesn't have a product, I don't see why you should join that particular company. I want to thank our tech brothers and sisters, the engineers, human resources, our database administrators in Hyderabad, and our developers. If it wasn't for them to develop these products, we will not be here as well. Now, when it comes to Onpassive, Onpassive is an AI, when I talk about AI, it's artificial intelligence tech company that brings fully autonomous products using the latest technology for our global customers base. Onpassive brings in a competitive advantage, innovation, and fresh perspective to business and technology challenges, from strategic to designing, implementation, and management. We are here to accelerate innovation, and to transform business. Now, I joined Onpassive actually February 28th of 2020 that Dr. Helen Akonji introduced Onpassive to me. Do you know what? I was number 66,000. Guess what? We have 1.4 million. Can you believe that? Brother Jeffrey, I know you guys started in 2018. I just joined in 2020. And I have loved Onpassive. Since then, I have been working so hard. I believe you all know that. But when it comes to the root of Onpassive, as stated by Stephen M. Smith, you were born to win. Please allow the seed of Onpassive to take full root. It means for all recently joined founding members, my word to you is, please do not give up. Know that money is desperately needed by all of us. But we are on the edge, at the top of the sleep. Please, coming. Now the soft launch marketing campaign is soon to kick off. Then Onpassive will open to the world. In fact, as we all know, Onpassive was introduced into the world March the 30th of 2020 in Burj Khalifa. If the root are going deep into the earth, the 1.4 million plus founding members is already testing the Onpassive products for us and checking even while we sleep. The full nutrient has already been applied for steady growth of Onpassive. Mr. Ash Mufaria is the farmer of Onpassive. Now, when it comes to the future, as we all know, everything will become digital. Now, the world will know founders by name. Now, Onpassive, because of Onpassive, it is going to minimize a lot of crimes. It will conquer poverty, more education, global population, healthier population, financial burden will be all things for the past. As we all know, my school loan will be paid. Nobody, all the students who have problems with school loan, you will not suffer again. The future, all of us will enjoy. All the children who are suffering all over the globe. One of our products called Oh Bless, which is for the needy. These children will never suffer again. Security also is the key. Everything is going to be artificial intelligence driven. I want to take this special moment to thank each and everyone, to thank you, Brother Shoshanta, for giving me this opportunity. I love Onpassive, and Onpassive is my future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Benny. Thank you so much. Dr. Benny explained what Onpassive is. We know the Onpassive is a unique business company, and it is developing a unique business. None in the world developed such kind of business. It is not comparable to anyone. And we also all heard that what Onpassive is gonna do for all the people in the world. Now I request Julie Noguen. I request to say a few words. Julie, over to Julie, please.
Hello, everyone. Hello, all my Bangladesh friends. How are you guys doing? I'm sorry, I was not hopefully crashed the party. Seems like everyone's having a great time here today. Okay, so I'm not sure what topic you're talking about, but if I may share what's truly what I'm thinking today, if that's okay.
The topic is root and future. Onpassive is our root and future.
Oh, okay. Could I talk about the future, as in
Yes,
what
what you
happened
like,
last week? Okay. All right. So let me share with you the excitement. It's very exciting here in California, especially for myself and the two angels, Terry and Sherry, that we are working toward this weekend. But more exciting for us is the announcement our CEO have made the other day in the partnership with Bean Sports. So recently, I looked up some details. I kind of researched and learn a little bit about it because I've never heard of Bean Sports before. The more I look into it, the more crazy exciting I'm get, right? So in the US, there's 14.8 million subscribers. Now, this is only in the US. Now, I'm expressing the word subscribers. It's so important because all the people that subscribe to the global sport event, what does that mean? That means they are the wealthy, the people, the celebrity, the governments, the people that want to spend money for the things that they enjoy the most, right? The things that they love to do, the things that the sports, right? Now, not only that they are subscribers, but when they see the partnering with Onpassive, they are going to look into the company called Onpassive. And they're like, Onpassive hasn't been out there to the world yet, but why is it that Onpassive makes such a big impact, right? Do we see it? When our CEO came on and say, we are attracting government, celebrities, everybody, the whole entire world is watching what we are doing here in Onpassive. Guys, I don't know if your mind can wrap around the information that we received. The more I think about it, I sleep very well at night, by the way, because I know that my future, my kids' future, my family future, it's done. It's already taken care of. And it's so exciting now. The more I look into it and hear the information that we all received, if you were to connecting all the dots, Onpassive already have the qualified customers that are waiting to say, when Onpassive launched to the world, I will be the customer for that business, whatever that they offer. Now, if we could imagine this, there's 1.4 millions, right? Not person, but there's 1.4 million accounts that are paid customer. That means that when Onpassive, the products launch to the world, we are the people that say we want the products, whatever that product that Onpassive is offering. So instead of us focusing on, I want to buy a car with gold rim, I want to buy 2 houses with a mansion in a sad and not so pretty neighborhood. Guys, I see so many posts out there with BMWs, and people are talking about, we're going to have money to buy several cars. Guys, if you truly focusing on that, first of all, we all going to go out of styles, right? Because pretty cars today might go out of styles next year, 5 years. Focus on what we are going to change the world. Focusing on the smile of the neighbors that we're going to change their life, right? Focus on the smile of the little kids that you see that walking or digging the trash and pick out food. Focusing on those. I'm having like goosebumps in my body right now talking about it. because I know that I'm going to change that. I'm going to change those lives. But do I need to let them know my name is Julie Nguyen? I'm here to change your life? None of that matter. The most satisfactions is that when you see someone's eyes, when you see someone's face, the thing that you do that change them, man, that touch your life, that stay with you forever. So I don't know why I say what I said here, but it just comes out because that's what I've been thinking. That's what I've been. Exciting is one thing, but the actions that we are going to take, and if we could focus on just that, this is what I am going to do. I don't need anybody to know who I am. We don't need to know that because the world will know us. But we need to work together. We need to stay together. Mr. Mufara and our tech team are working so close together to reshape the entire planet. Can we reshape our community? Can we reshape our neighborhood? Can we reshape our own little country? We can. All you gotta do is think about it. Write down if you are not a visual person. I did everything in my head. I have no notes here, but it's all in here because I know I want to do that. I know that I have the ability to do that when Onpassive launched to the world. I'm here just to calling every single one of us here. Focus on that. Focus on that. And if you are sharing something out there to the public, share the truth. Share the truth. The truth will live on. But if you are sharing the cars that you drive because you just want to get a customer or two, that means you are making a promise that you can't keep. And if you can't keep that promise, they're going to come after you, whoever that made that comment, and then they're going to give you a lot of headaches. So share the values that Onpassive is offering because that will last forever. And that is a solid foundations that we are going to have. Thank you so much for the time. I need to stop because if I don't, I will get so in trouble.
Oh my God. Thank you, Julie. Wow, wow, you are really, really great. Actually, Julie is how hardworking. I am the witness of that. Whenever I message her, she replies. Even last night, I was requesting her, please sleep now. So that much time she is giving to Onpassive. Now I think she's always thinking about Onpassive in her all the works. So other than Onpassive, she can't think anything. So thank you, Julie. Thank you for being with us. Now I request Raisul Islam, please translate the summary of Julie's speech in Bengali. After Raisul Islam, I will introduce someone. We should call him the astonished guy in Bangladesh. We should and we have to be careful about our time because we have a very time limit for this Zoom link. After next 2-3 person, we will go for some question and answers. So before that, I request Raisul Islam, please translate the Julie's speech in Bengali, the summary only. Over to Raisul Islam.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Sushanta. Thank you very much. Thank you all the panelists and thank you world to being with us. Actually, we are in a new era and Onpassive just started with some different with the humanity. তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি জুলি এখানে যেটা বলে গেল সেটা হচ্ছে আমি শর্টে বলছি সেটাকে আমরা জিসটাকে বোঝার চেষ্টা করি সেটা হচ্ছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমাদের সাবজেক্ট যেহেতু ফিউচার নিয়ে তা আসলে আমরা ফিউচার নিয়ে কিছু কথা বলি সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা অনেকেই হয়তো চিন্তা করছি আমরা BMW গাড়ি কিনবো অথবা অনেকগুলো গাড়ি রাখবো আমাদের সঙ্গে হয়তো এটা হবে তার আগে আমাদের যেটা করতে হবে সেটা হচ্ছে মানবতার জন্য কাজ করতে হবে আমরা একটু আলাদা করে চিন্তা করি সব বিষয়গুলো যেমন আমাদের হচ্ছে সকলের মুখে হাসি ফোটাতে হবে মিস্টার অ্যাশ মুফারে যেই কাজটা করার জন্য এসছে সুতরাং সেই কাজটাকে আমাদেরকে তার সঙ্গে সংঘবদ্ধ হয়ে এটাকে একটা রেজাল্টে পরিণত করতে হবে। আমরা আমাদের কাজগুলোকে ওয়াদাবদ্ধ হয়ে, প্রমিসিং ওয়েতে ওয়াদাবদ্ধ হয়ে, একত্ববদ্ধ হয়ে সকলকে এই কাজগুলোকে এগিয়ে নিতে হবে। সো এটা ছিল হচ্ছে ওর কথার মূল জিসটা। ধন্যবাদ মিস্টার সুশান্ত। মাইক্রোফোন ইজ ইয়োর্স। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you so much, Raisul Islam. Thank you so much for your nice translation into Bengali. Zin Aliba, he actually likes Bengali to hear always. Now, I like to introduce someone. He is our great friend, our younger brother. He is doing fantastic for our Bangladeshi founders community. And normally we tell him the call center of Onpassive in Bangladesh. He is none but our younger brother, our Onpassivian friend, just Maminur Islam. I would request Maminur, please speak for as short as possible. Over to Maminur Islam. Is Maminur there? Okay. Later I'll call him. Now I request, we have with us Advocate Shishumoni Chakma. He belongs from Chittagong Hill Track area, and he is one of the great leader from our ethnic group. I request Advocate Shishumoni Chakma say a few words. After Shishumoni, then we have two more speakers. Then we will go for question answer. Over to Advocate.
Thank you, Engineer Sushanta Vishwas. Very good evening, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank and heartfelt gratitude from bottom of my heart to respected all the great leaders for coming this webinar. I am Shishumoni Chakma, speaking from Chittagong Hill Tracks, Bangladesh. You know, Chittagong Hill Tracks is situated southeastern part of Bangladesh. Chittagong Hill Tracks only extensive hill area of Bangladesh. The area of Chittagong Hill Tracks is about 13,188 square kilometer, which is approximately 1/10 of Bangladesh. There are 13 small ethnic groups in the Chittagong Hill Tracks, Bangladesh, like as Chakma, Marma, Tripura, Tanchonga, etc. Myself belongs to Chakma ethnic group. Chittagong Hill Tracks is underprivileged area, though now we dream we will change the Chittagong Hill Tracks, we will change the Bangladesh through Onpassive, and we are really grateful to our beloved CEO S. Mupari and his family, and also tech team. I strongly believe that Onpassive is our future, and Onpassive is our everything. We are so in it to win it. It's done. Thank you all. Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta Vishwas. Over to Engineer Sushanta Vishwas.
Thank you, Advocate Shishumoni Chakma. We are really dreaming once Onpassive will come, all Bangladeshi founders will enjoy, and we will change our economy through Onpassive. Now I would request Mohammad Salahuddin, please speak on the topic. Over to Salahuddin, please.
Thank you, Mr. Engineer Sushanta. Thank you also national and international panelists. I just to line that, dear honorable Onpassivian, we will definitely win, inshallah. If you believe, if Patian, the believer, and the Patian will be never lost. Just waiting is just right time. So you need to win it, inshallah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Salahuddin. Thank you for your brief and very short and nice words. Now I would request Nazmul Hayat. Please speak on the topic, or if you like to say anything. Over to Nazmul Hayat. Nazmul Hayat, are you there? Is Mr. Maminur Islam in us?
আমি কি অডিয়েবল স্যার? আমাকে শোনা যাচ্ছে?
Yes, you are audible. Please continue.
Thank you. There may be some problem with my headphone. Actually, I am very happy. I am very happy. All awesome. The speak of Daryl Cook, the speak of Julie amazed me. I live with Onpassive. I am of the Onpassive, for the Onpassive, by the Onpassive. And I believe that all the Bangladeshi people and the world of the world's civilization, that means global citizen, all who are Onpassivians are very in excited mood, because we hope for the corruption-free world with the Onpassive. To Michael Williams Ames. Michael Williams Ames, are you available, sir? I have a question from the Bangladeshi founder.
Sure, I'm available. I'm
Michael
right here.
Williams Ames, please.
I'm right here,
Sir,
sir.
are
I'm
you
right
available
here.
here?
Please continue, Nazmul Hayat. He's with us. Nazmul
Sir,
Hayat.
can I ask a question?
Yeah, please continue.
Yes. I have a question to you, sir, because in Bangladesh, there are more founders who are not so educated, So there is a question, nothing will come, nothing in Onpassive. So what should we do? What should we do when we when Onpassive will launch? What should we do generally? The basic work. It is the question from the one not educated, one not so well trained, one not so well IT knowledge based. So
Okay.
what can we do? What is our role?
I think he got the question. Okay, Michael, please.
Yeah. So, first of all, let's understand that Onpassive is a business. When you join as a founding member, okay, you're joining a business, and a business that is yours. You're coming in and you're basically saying to the company, to Onpassive, right? I registered as a founding member. I plan to proceed once we launch to purchase my product package. So that way you can activate my business. You can set up my business for me, and the artificial intelligence will help run the system, right, on autopilot, okay? Meaning it's going to do all the heavy lifting for me. It's going to create the website. It's going to, create all the content that's on there. It's going to drive the traffic, so provide visitors to my site for me. Okay, these are all the things that I need in my business. Okay, so these are things that you would normally do on your own. The company's saying we can use AI, we can use technology, okay, to do it all for you, right? So what that means from my perspective as an individual, okay, so if the company is doing all this heavy lifting for me, what do I need to do? Okay, well, we know that there's something called engagement credits, as an example, that we, okay, can engage in the business activity, meaning we can log into our back office. We can, like comments by using ONet, okay, that we're going to have, right? Just use what is available to you. Do what it is that you can do, okay? You're not going to be like Jeffrey Morlock, okay? You're not going to be like Engineering Shoshanta. You understand? You're going to be you. So do what it is that you can do. This is why now we have the time to practice. And a lot of founders are not practicing. And so when we get there, well, what do I do now? Okay. But those who are practicing, those who are logging into their back office right now, those who are going in and they're reading the updates, and they're going into O Network right now, and they're liking posts, and they're commenting, and they're going over to the company's blog, right? And they're doing the same thing over there by being able to like posts that are there. They're educating themselves. They're going to the corporate sites, and they're reading what's available. They're attending webinars. They're staying engaged. These are the same type of activities that everyone can do. Education is not required for that, okay? It really isn't. You don't have to have a PhD. You don't have to be an engineer like a lot of the founders on the panelists, okay? You don't need a bachelor's degree. You don't even need a high school, diploma, okay? The reality is there are a lot of basic things that we can do. We can also share a link with someone, right? We can say to my friend, oh, I just got this business set up for me. Here, take a look, right? Oh, I'm no longer using Gmail anymore, or Yahoo, or Hotmail, or whatever. I'm using old mail. You want to reach me? Here's my old mail. There's simple things that we can do that does not require any, great amount of education. Okay, just the basics. So, but we can practice that now. And if we practice it now, when we get there, we'll know exactly what to do. Okay.
Thank you, Michael. I would request Raisal Islam, please translate in Bengali. It's a most important question and answer. Please, Raisal Islam.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shushanto, and thank you, Mr. Michael William. Actually, I am very big fan of yours, and I follow you always. And I told my webinar several times, you are my one of icon. When I met you in webinar, my first question was, what is the criteria to become a royal founder? You maybe remember. So after that, I engaged on Passive more and more and more. So today, Mr. Nazmul Hayat asked a question after global launch, our founders, what should we do? Actually, উনি যেটা বললেন যে আপনারা জানেন যে Onpassive হচ্ছে একটা AI বেস আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স কোম্পানি। সেটা হচ্ছে অটো পাইলটে আমাদের কাজ করবে। যখন কোম্পানি আমরা সাবস্ক্রিপশন ফি দিব অথবা প্যাকেজ পারচেজ করব, তখন এটা হচ্ছে আমাদের অটোমেশন ওয়েতে আমাদের কাস্টমার পাঠাবে আমাদের কাছে। সো অ্যাজ এ বেসিক ফাউন্ডার হিসেবে আমাদের কাজগুলো কি থাকবে এখানে? তো সিম্পল জিনিস বলে গেছেন, এটা আমরা প্রতিনিয়তই করছি এখানে। সো এটা নিয়ে ওয়ারিড হওয়ার কোনো কিছু নেই। আপনি হয়তো বুঝে ফেলেছেন, বাট এটা হচ্ছে পার্টিসিপেন্টদের জন্য যারা প্রতিনিয়ত ব্যাক অফিসে ভিজিট করছেন, ওয়েবিনার গুলোতে অ্যাটেন্ড করছেন, ও নেটওয়ার্কে যাচ্ছেন, কিছু লাইক কমেন্ট করছেন, ও মেইলটা চেক করছেন, বা ও মেইলটা ক্রিয়েট করছেন, ও মেইল দিয়ে মেইল করছেন, দ্যাটস ইট। বাট বাকি যতটুকু পরবর্তীতে আসবে তখন আমাদের নলেজেবল করা হবে, আমরা জানতে পারবো। এর থেকে মোর মানে নাথিং মোর লাইক দ্যাট। সো আশা করি সকল ফাউন্ডাররা এখান থেকে জেনে গেছেন, এবং আশা করি আমি তার জিসটাকে এখান থেকে বলতে পেরেছি। সো এটা ছিল হচ্ছে মাইকেল উইলিয়াম স্যারের শর্ট যে ব্রিফটা। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
Thank you, Raisal Islam. Thank you so much. Actually, in Onpassive, there is no need any education, no need any degree or any other qualification. Onpassive is making the business like drinking water. Now, I request Mamunur Islam.
One second, please. Okay, and so we're not saying that there's no one that's educated that's in Onpassive. Okay, let me just make that clear. That's not what we're saying. Okay, we're just saying it's not needed in order for you to participate. Okay.
Thank you, Michael. Now I request Mamunur Islam. Please unmute yourself and introduce you. Mamunur Islam, please.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. আমি বাংলাতে বলতে চাচ্ছিলাম।
হ্যাঁ, একটু বাংলাতেই বলুন, অসুবিধা নেই।
থ্যাংক ইউ। আজকে সকল উপস্থিতি এবং আমাদের মাইকেল উইলিয়াম স্যার সহ আজকে যারা অতিথি আছেন সবাইকে আমার অন্তরের অন্তরস্থল থেকে শুভেচ্ছা রইল। এছাড়াও আজকের সকল প্রাউড ফাউন্ডার সবাইকে আমার অন্তরের অন্তরস্থল থেকে আমি শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। আজকে আমরা একটা চমৎকার ওয়েবিনার উপহার দিতে পেরেছি, অথবা আমরা আজকে একটা চমৎকার একটা প্রোগ্রামে অংশগ্রহণ করতে পেরেছি, যেটা বাংলাদেশের ইতিহাসে সত্যি অনন্য একটা নাম লেখালো। এবং আমরা আশা করছি যে আগামীতে আমরা এই প্রোগ্রামটাকে কন্টিনিউ করে সরাসরি আজকের মতো করে নয়, একটু চেঞ্জ করে আমরা আরো বেশি করে বাংলাদেশের সাধারণ মানুষদের জন্য আমরা বাংলাতে অন্তত 50% মিটিংটা কন্টিনিউ করলে আজকে আমরা যে তথ্যগুলো পেলাম এবং আগামীতে আরো অনেক তথ্য পাবো। হয়তোবা আমাদের এই প্রোগ্রামে আজকেও আসার ইনভাইটেড ছিলেন এবং আগামীতে যে কোনো সময় আসার থাকতে পারেন। তো আমরা সেই প্রোগ্রামগুলো প্রতিটা বাংলাদেশের প্রতিটা ফাউন্ডার আমরা উপভোগ করব, এবং যদি সেটা বাংলাতে হয় অন্তত 50% সময়, তাহলে আরো ভালো লাগবে। এটা আমার একটা দাবি থাকলো। এবং আজকে যারা অতিথি আছেন যাদের অনেক মূল্যবান কথা হয়তোবা আমরা যারা বাংলা ভাষাভাষী মানুষ আছি যারা হয়তোবা কিছুটা বুঝতে পেরেছি কিছুটা পারি নাই তার জন্য আমরা আগামীকালকে আরেকটা প্রোগ্রাম করে আমরা এই বিষয়গুলো সরাসরি বাংলাতে আপনাদের মাঝে তুলে ধরবো ইনশাল্লাহ। এছাড়াও আগামী যে প্রোগ্রামটা হবে আগামী মঙ্গলবারে আবার সেম সময় রাত 9টায় এই লিঙ্কেই, এটা প্রতি সপ্তাহে হবে। সেহেতু আমরা সেই এই কর্পোরেট লিঙ্কে এই অফিসিয়াল লিঙ্কটাতে আমরা সর্বদা মিটিংয়ে জয়েন থাকব এবং এই মিটিং থেকেই আমরা বাংলা ভাষাভাষীদের প্রত্যেকের এবং যারা একটু আগে নাজমুল হায়াত স্যার চমৎকার একটা প্রশ্ন করলেন এবং আমরা চমৎকার একটা উত্তর পেলাম এবং রাইসুল ইসলাম স্যার আমাদেরকে আরো সুন্দর করে বাংলায় এই বিষয়টা তুলে ধরলেন। তো সব মিলে আমরা আগামীতে এরকম খুব সুন্দর সুন্দর যেগুলো হচ্ছে সাধারণ ফাউন্ডারদের মনের প্রশ্ন এবং আমাদের যে মনের চাওয়া পাওয়া প্রতিটা বিষয় এই প্রোগ্রামের মাধ্যমেই আমরা তুলে ধরবো। কারণ আজকে অনেকের সঙ্গে আমার এই প্রোগ্রাম নিয়ে কথা হয়েছে, তো আমি সেই জায়গাটা থেকে একটু বলতে চাচ্ছিলাম যে আমরা সেই 2020 সাল বা 2018 সাল থেকে অনপেসিভে ফাউন্ডার হিসেবে আছি অনেকেই। তো আজকে পর্যন্ত আমরা বাংলা ভাষাভাষী মানুষের জন্য বা বাংলা ভাষাভাষী মানুষের যে একটা মনের যে একটা চাওয়া অথবা মনের যে একটা আশা আকাঙ্ক্ষা এই জায়গাগুলো আমরা কখনোই ইন্টারন্যাশনালি সেইভাবে আমরা সাবমিট করতে পারি নাই বা তুলে ধরতে পারি নাই, যে কারণে আমাদের অনেকের অনেক প্রশ্নই মনের ভিতরে হারিয়ে গিয়েছে এবং এখন পর্যন্ত আমরা সাধারণ মানুষদের অনেক প্রশ্নের অ্যান্সার কৌশলে এড়ায়া যাচ্ছি অথবা আমরা প্রশ্নের অ্যান্সারটা জানি না বলেও পার করে দিচ্ছি। তো ইনশাল্লাহ এই প্রোগ্রামের মাধ্যমে আমি প্রতিটা ফাউন্ডার এই মুহূর্তে যারা 2400 পার্টিসিপেন্ট আছেন, আমাদের আজকে 3100 প্লাস প্রায় 3200 পার্টিসিপেন্ট ছিলেন, আমি সবাইকে বলছি এবং আজকে 20টা প্লাস ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে লাইভ চলছে, আমি সবাইকে বলবো যারা বাংলা ভাষাভাষী আছি আমি সবার উদ্দেশ্যেই বলছি যে এই প্রোগ্রামটা থেকেই আমাদের অজানা যে প্রশ্নগুলো আছে অথবা আমাদের যে চাওয়া পাওয়া অথবা বাংলা ভাষাভাষীদের অধিকার নিয়ে আমাদের অনেক বিষয় থাকবে। ইনশাল্লাহ আমরা এই প্রোগ্রামের মাধ্যমে সেই বিষয়গুলো আমরা সবার সামনে তুলে ধরবো, আমরাও উপকৃত হব কারণ আমরাও বাংলা ভাষাভাষী মানুষ এবং আমরাও অতি অল্প জানি। তো সেহেতু আমাদের মাঝে অনেক মহান ব্যক্তি আছেন, থাকবেন আরো। তো আমরা খুব সুন্দর করে আমাদের সেই চাওয়া পাওয়ার যে বিষয়গুলো আছে আমরা এগুলা ডে বাই ডে আমরা তুলে ধরবো। যেহেতু আজকে আমাদের এই প্রোগ্রামটা শুরু অথবা আমরা বলতে পারি যে বাংলাদেশের জন্য একটা নতুন একটা দ্বার উন্মোচন হলো এবং বাংলাদেশের ফাউন্ডারদের যেহেতু এটা আজকেই প্রথম কর্পোরেট লিঙ্কে প্রোগ্রামটা হচ্ছে, সেহেতু আমরা এটাকে উদ্বোধনী অনুষ্ঠান হিসেবে আজকে যেভাবে হোক না কেন সমস্ত ভুল ভ্রান্তিগুলো আমি সকল পার্টিসিপেন্টের কাছে আমরা ক্ষমা চেয়ে নিচ্ছি যে ভুল ভ্রান্তিগুলো ক্ষমা করে দেবেন এবং আমাদেরকে অবশ্যই আপনারা সাজেস্ট করবেন যে এরকম হলে ভালো হবে এরকম হলে ভালো হবে। আমরা ইনশাল্লাহ চেষ্টা করব প্রোগ্রামটা সেই রকম করার জন্য, কারণ আমি প্রতিটা মিটিংয়ে যে কথাটা বলি আজকেও বলতেছি যে প্রতিটা ফাউন্ডার হচ্ছে প্রোগ্রামের কি প্রাণ এবং আমাদের কোনোই জানা নেই, আমাদের কোনো কিছুই ক্ষমতা নেই, কর্তৃত্ব নেই, সমস্ত কিছুর প্রাণ এবং সমস্ত কিছুর আমি মনে করি যেটাকে বলে মানুষের ভিতরের যে একটা ইয়াকে চেতনাকে এই সাধারণ ফাউন্ডাররাই কিন্তু জাগিয়ে তোলেন এবং এই সাধারণ ফাউন্ডারদের জন্যই কিন্তু আজকে আমরা হয়তোবা 2 মিনিট 5 মিনিট কথা বলার মতো যোগ্যতা অর্জন করতে পেরেছি। অতএব সম্পূর্ণ কৃতিত্বটা আপনাদের যারা আমার মতো অতি সাধারণ ফাউন্ডার। তো আমি সকল অতি সাধারণ ফাউন্ডারকে আমি স্যালুট জানাচ্ছি এবং আমি বলবো যে বাংলা ভাষাভাষী মানুষের জন্য আমরা যতক্ষণ বেঁচে থাকবো ইনশাল্লাহ প্রতিটা ফাউন্ডারের জন্য প্রতিটা ফাউন্ডারের কল্যাণে আমরা কাজ করে যাব, হিউম্যানিটির কাজ করে যাব, মানুষের কল্যাণে কাজ করে যাব। এই বলে আমি আবারও সবার কাছে ক্ষমা চেয়ে বিদায় নিচ্ছি। ধন্যবাদ আবারও সবাইকে, সকল গেস্ট এবং সবাইকে আমি আমার অন্তর থেকে শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। ওভার টু ইঞ্জিনিয়ার সুশান্ত বিশ্বাস স্যার।
Oh, thank you, my dear brother Mamunur Islam. Actually, Mamunur Islam, he's a great, I should say, the worker, and he's a great service provider. Out of 24 hours, I think he sleeps almost 2 to 4 hours. He is also serving all the founders always. Whenever you call him, everyone will get him. He is like a call center of Onpassive in Bangladesh. He just expressed his thank and gratitude to all the guests, speakers, and also all the participants here. He expressed his heartfelt thanks to all of you, and he also said that he is sorry that we couldn't accommodate all the founders today because there is a they need email or something to join. Our founders are not well educated for that. I'm sure in the next webinar we will have more founders to join. He also said that we need to translate in Bengali because our great leaders are speaking in English. All the founders don't know English, so we should translate in Bengali a little more. And we also thankful to Onpassive and especially our CEO Ash Mupari and Marty Digarmo for providing us the corporate link. Without corporate link, it was quite difficult to accommodate all the founders in a single webinar. You know that, friends, we have almost 100,000 founders in Bangladesh, but out of those 100,000, at least 5,000 to 6,000 are active. But it is quite difficult with any other link to accommodate all of them. Now we got the corporate link. We hope in next week we'll accommodate more. We'll have more founders to this webinar, and we'll learn more and more from our great leaders, our international leaders. Now, I would ask a question to Michael. Already, I asked that question in another webinar, and Julie was also there. I would again ask on behalf of Bangladeshi founders, that is the common question of all. Would we be able to pay the subscription with our local currency? Michael Williams.
Okay, so if you're making the payment, regardless of the currency, it's still the same, right? It's denoted in US dollars. Okay, so it's just the equivalent, right? So if I'm in Bangladesh and it's and I have to pay 100 US dollars, I'm still going to use my local currency. It just gets converted. So instead of 100 US dollars, it's going to be whatever the equivalent amount is in your local currency. And the same applies to any country around the world. Okay, it just simply gets converted. So I could have a credit card, for example, that's in my local currency, and I use that. They just take out the amount that's equivalent to the US amount, right? And the same goes for if I have to transfer funds into my wallet, I can transfer the funds over and it just gets converted in the process. So the answer is yes, you'll be able to use your local currency. It's not like you're taking your local currency in cash and you're saying, here you go, right? It's going to be done either through a transfer from your bank account or through a card. So they'll just simply convert it during the process. Okay.
Thank you, Michael. I would request Julie and Jeffrey Marlock. Do you like to add anything with this? Julie, please. Jeffrey?
No, are you kidding? I'll listen to Michael anytime. No, you're golden.
Thank you. Now I request Raisul, please translate in Bengali what Michael says.
ওকে থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার যেটা হচ্ছে আমার কিন্তু একটা কোশ্চেন আছে স্যার, প্লিজ আমাকে একটু সুযোগ দিবেন। মাইকেল উইলিয়াম এম যেটা বললেন যে অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমরা এমনটা নয় যে বাংলা টাকা ব্যাংকে ট্রান্সফার করে ওই টাকাটাই অনপ্যাসিভকে পাঠাবো। সেটা হচ্ছে আমাদের লোকাল কারেন্সিকে কনভার্ট করার জন্য অনেক ডেবিট কার্ড অথবা ক্রেডিট কার্ড আছে, আমরা সেটা সহায়তায় অনপ্যাসিভকে সাবস্ক্রিপশন ফিটা দিতে পারবো। বাট তার মানে এটা নয় যেমন ভারতে যেটা হচ্ছে আমরা গুগল পে বা তাদের যে ফোন পে আছে সেটাতে যে পে করছে সেই সিস্টেমটা আমরা এখন পাচ্ছি না। সেই সিস্টেমটা হয়তো খুব দ্রুত ডেভেলপ হবে। এটা ছিল আর কি মিস্টার মাইকেল উইলিয়াম স্যারের কথা, আমি যদি ভুল না হয়ে থাকি। আপনি স্যার প্লিজ যদি সেট করতে চান। After that, I have one question.
It's okay. You ask your question.
Okay. Actually, my question is Mr. Michael William and as well Mr. Jeffrey Morlock. Few days ago, I just quit my Facebook account I totally delete that account for using Onet, and I'm totally involved Onet regularly. So my question is, I just mark your kind attention, Mr. William. That is, why not added Bangladesh flag over in O network? You know, Bangladesh is in the 3rd position by founder. So I would like to request, could you please discuss with Mr. Ash or Tech team, add our national flag over there. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Do you like to comment, Michael?
You know, there are many requests from a lot of countries, you know, and so the company does its best to accommodate as many as possible, right? So if it's something that is warranted, the company will make the adjustment and do what they can do. But keep in mind though, folks, keep in mind that what we have right now is a demo product, okay? It's a demo product, okay? O network is just a piece of ONet, okay? So when we go over to the other side, we're going to be in ONet, right? So just work with what we have right now. And when we get there, it's going to be as people desire, all right?
Thank you, Michael. I think, as Michael said, that as much as possible accommodated in the O network, and O network is a part of ONet, very small portion of ONet. But I feel that it will rolling up. Some of the flags we are now seeing. After that, maybe some more flags will be added, and that will be rolling up, because it is not possible. It may not be possible to accommodate all the flags at a time. It may be. Now I would request Mr. Alamin Misbah. Do you have any question, or you like to say a few words? Dear participants, we have to finish in next 10 to 15 minutes because we have a time limitations for this Zoom link. So I would request Alamin Misbah, quickly ask your question or say a few words. Over to Alamin Misbah.
চমৎকার আয়োজন। আমরা এখন পর্যন্ত প্রায় 2000 প্লাস মানুষ রয়েছে বাংলা ভাষাভাষী। আমরা আজকে খুব ভালো লেগেছে যে আমরা বাংলা ভাষাভাষী মানুষগুলো ইউরোপ, আমেরিকা তথা পাশ্চাত্যের সকল মানুষের সঙ্গে একই বন্ধনে আবদ্ধ হয়ে আমরা আজকে কথা শুনছি। আমাদের যখন ও কানেক্ট চলে আসবে, আমাদের নিজস্ব যখন জুম চলে আসবে, তখন আমাদেরকে এবার ভাষা বুঝতে সমস্যা হবে না। আমরা সবাই কথা শুনবো বাংলা ভাষা নিয়ে, জুম নিয়ে। আমাদের বিভিন্ন সমস্যার অনেক কথাবার্তা হয়েছে যারা বাংলা ভাষাভাষী রয়েছে। আমরা অনেকেই পার্সোনাল প্রশ্ন করতেছেন যে আমরা তো বুঝতেছি না কি বলতেছে। আসলে আজকে এমন সুন্দর আলোচনা হয়েছে যে আমরা আগামীকালকে এটা আমরা সুশান্ত স্যার প্রথমে বলেছেন যে আমাদের হোস্ট বলেছেন যে আমরা আগামীকাল মিটিং করব, আপনাদেরকে সবগুলো বাংলা ভাষা বোঝানো হবে। আপনারা আগামীকালের প্রোগ্রাম মিস করবেন না। আজকে চমৎকারের জন্য আমরা অ্যাশ স্যারকে ভুলতে পারি না, এবং আমরা স্পেশালি থ্যাঙ্কস অ্যাশ স্যারকে, আমাদের অনারেবল সিও, এবং আমাদের অ্যাশ স্যারের মাদার অফ আওয়ার অনপ্যাসিভ হাসিবা মুফারে, সবার জন্য ধন্যবাদ। কো-হোস্ট, প্যানেল লিস্ট সবাই ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। স্পেশালি থ্যাঙ্কস আওয়ার অল অনপ্যাসিভিয়ান। ধন্যবাদ। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
Thank you, Alamin Misbah. Thank you so much. He has thanked all the speakers, panelists, and also the participants, and he is expecting that we will arrange more nice webinar through this corporate link. Now I request, we have with us our great brother Mohammad Shahjahan. I request to say few words. Mohammad Shahjahan, please. Alhaj Mohammad Shahjahan.
Thank you, ইঞ্জিনিয়ার সুশান্ত দা। অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি আজকের ওয়েবিনারে উপস্থিত সকল অনপ্যাসিভিয়ান। আজকের ওয়েবিনারে যে অতিথিরা এসেছেন তাদেরকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। এমনি ভাবে আমরা এস স্যারকে পাবো সেই প্রত্যাশায় আজকের ওয়েবিনার আসলে অনেকেই যুক্ত হয়েছিলেন। তো আমরা সেই প্রত্যাশার সামনের ওয়েবিনারে রাখছি, সেই প্রত্যাশায় দিন গুনতেছি, সেই প্রত্যাশাই রইল আগামী ওয়েবিনারে আমরা এস স্যারকে খুঁজে পাবো ইনশাআল্লাহ। থ্যাংক ইউ অল।
Thank you, Shahjahan bhai. Thank you so much. He thanked all of the speakers, participants, and also the guests. And not only he, we are expecting any day the Ash will join with us. Now I'd request Natu Losan from USA. Sister Nadu, please.
Thank you very much, Engineer Sushanta. We are doing great. We know that we have a lot of work ahead of us, and we are getting prepared, because if you fail to prepare, you prepare yourself to fail. We are saying that we are going to correct corruption. We are in this company that is unique, special. We are model, so we have to remember, as the model, everybody, the world, we have the eyes on us. So we need to show that what we are saying is correct from what we are doing. We cannot be saying stuff to people, try to correct them, and we are swimming in the same pool with them. So we need to go deep wherever we are making any step, not to be repeating what other people are doing in a different way. So we gotta be clean and stay at the high level like our products and our company. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Definitely, Onpassive is one correction to the corruption, also correction to the pollution. Now I'd request Mr. Pallab Mondal for 1 minute. Please unmute yourself and say 1 minute, please.
So thank you স্যার। আমার সাথে একটু রাইসুল স্যার থাকবেন, আমি একটু বাংলা বলবো, এটা একটু ইংলিশে। তো
সময় নেই আমাদের।
হ্যাঁ। তো আমার হ্যালো।
হ্যাঁ, প্লিজ কন্টিনিউ করেন।
আমার প্রশ্নটা ছিল স্যার, আমরা যখন $102 পেমেন্ট করছি তখনই একটা আমাদের প্রবলেম হয়ে গেছে। তো আই এম রিকোয়েস্ট যে মোফারা স্যারকে যে নেক্সট আমাদের যেহেতু 300-200 একটা পেমেন্ট একটা খুব প্রবলেম হয়ে যেত, এই জন্য একটু ইজিলি ভাবে করার জন্য মাইকেল উইলিয়াম স্যার, মিস্টার জলি এদের কাছে একটু কোশ্চেনটা ছিল।
Thank you so much. Actually, he was telling that we faced some problem to pay $102. So he requested Michael Williams and other leaders to say our CEO Ash Mufare, so that we can pay our subscription very easily. Do you like to comment, Michael?
It's noted. It's noted.
Okay, it has been noted by Michael Williams. I'm sure he will share with our CEO. Now, Mohammad Mizanur Rahman. After Mizanur Rahman, please don't raise any more hand. Mizanur Rahman, then Udayan Chakma. Okay.
Thank you very much for our host for giving the chance in this webinars for his speech something. Thank you very much, and welcome to our joining in our webinars. Lots of co-leader of co-founders and our guest. Actually, we are very lucky. We are very lucky because we are getting 20,000 corporate webinars from our lovely company Onpassive, and we are so much happy for getting our globe co-founder and our proud lots of founder from Bangladesh joining in our webinars. Actually, everybody knows we are enjoying our launching process. Hope within short time, we are going to change our whole world by Onpassive and by Onpassive product. Due to all product is valuable, sellable, and usable for future generation. Lots of company is being billionaires, but they are never thought do something to do for humanity. But Onpassive first watching the dream for humanity development, and Onpassive doing some much more better job for Obles, and actually Onpassive always thinking destroying the poverty from the world. That is our actually biggest asset. That is our biggest asset, because nobody thinking everybody is being billionaire. So actually what am I telling? Actually, thank you very much, all of our participants, all leader, and all Onpassivians. Lastly, request all of our founders, please be with us, be with Onpassive. A world blossoming, a world blooming flowers wishes towards you, sir, for giving us such kind of life-changing opportunity. So if I be anything wrong, please mercy me. Hope everybody be good with Onpassive in future within short time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Over to Shantu sir.
Thank you, Mizanur Rahman. Thank you so much. My power is cut off, so still I am here. Now Udayan Chakma for 1 minute. Udayan Chakma. No more hand raise, please. We have to close. Udayan Chakma, unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, sir. স্যার আমি একটু আমাদের ভাষায় একটু কথা বলতে চাচ্ছি আর কি যেহেতু আমাদের
প্লিজ
ঠিক আছে স্যার ধন্যবাদ এই যে মই একনা সামা দে হওয়াতে সামতেছি আনলো দে বিশেষ গ্রিনে অধিকাংশই আমার এই সাকমা ফাউন্ডারনি ইয়ত সুনিয়া গন হয়তো দিন প্রশ্ন করছে দে ইকনলো দে নাসমুল হায়াতে মাইকেল উইলিয়াম স্যার প্রশ্ন করছে দে হতে এই সামনে দিয়ে আমার যে অনপেসিভর যে এই গ্লোবাল লঞ্চ হবো গ্লোবাল লঞ্চ হওয়ার পর আমার কি খাম আগে ইকেসি আনলদে আমার কোনো খাম নেই অনলি ডেইলি ব্যাক অফিস লগ ইন করা এবং ও নেটওয়ার্ক গাটাগাটি করা লাইক কমেন্ট করা ও মেলত জানা ও মেলত মেল করা না এই ইনি হলদে আমার খাম তারপর হলতে হতে ইকে সামনে দি কোম্পানি লঞ্চ ওয়ার আগে দিয়ে আমি যে সাবস্ক্রিপশন ফি কিভাবে দিব আমি সিয়ানতে একে হতে আমার যে লোকাল কারেন্সি বাংলাদেশি টাকা দিনে দিয়ে আমি মাস্টার কার্ড বা ভিসা কার্ডত টাকা দিনে টিঙা ইয়ে করি সে টিঙাউন আমি ডলারত পেমেন্ট করি কনভার্ট করি আমি অটোমেটিক আমি সাবস্ক্রিপশন ফি দি পারিব এই ধরনের একান মানে মাইকেল উইলিয়াম স্যারে আমার এই ব্যাকুলরে এই সংবাদ টান দিল ধন্যবাদ over to Sujanta Vishya sir.
Thank you, Udayan Chakma. Thank you. We are almost at the end of the program. Before ending, I like to share one. I think it is an excited announcement. Dear friends, especially the global leaders, we like to announce that we are going to hold a physical founders meet on 21st October, and we are expecting 2,000 plus founders will join over that program, and the whole program will be organized in a cruise ship, and the ship will start early in the morning from Dhaka, and it will again come back to Dhaka at the evening. The whole program will be arranged in the ship, and there will have lots of training, lots of fun, plenty of foods, but we are charging only $20. Definitely, all you are invited. We will upload the invitation in the back office. Definitely, whoever interested to join the program, you can join. Now, I request Michael William, please your closing remarks.
Well, once again, thank you so much, Shushanta, for having me here with the Bangladesh community. You know, one of the things I love about Onpassive is that regardless of, which country's hosting a webinar, it's always supported by everyone, and that just goes to show the type of family that we have. We are actually one family, one united family. It doesn't matter what country we're in, we're one united family. That is so great to see. Jeffrey Morlock and Dr. Derek did an excellent job, in presenting, about the roots, and bringing us up to speed as to, how we got started back in July of 2018 to jump forward to where we are today. Definitely exciting times. It has been a great journey. We'll continue on that path, knowing that all of us, every single one of us, no matter where we are, every single one of us are going to reach our destination. We're going to be able to achieve all the dreams that we've pushed aside for so many years. You know, so many of us have tried and tried and tried, you know, and no one was really there to give the assistance that was needed. Because the reality is, you know, to be successful in life is not easy. It is hard work, you know, and a lot of tireless, sleepless nights go into someone actually, you know, becoming successful in life. And so we are so grateful, you know, to the fact that one man stepped up. Ash Mufara decided to say, you know what, enough is enough. You know, he himself have been involved in other companies that failed him. Okay. And so, you know, when someone can step forward and says, you know what, there is a right way to do things. Yes, there is enough on this planet to feed everyone. Yes, there is enough for all of us to have a comfortable standard of living. But it takes a special person to take all of that on their shoulder and say, you know what, I am so committed that my slogan is going to be do it or die. You know, and very few people will say that in life. And he's stood by those words, you know, and we've seen the business transition from then till now. You know, the great exciting news, as Julie touched on, about the World Cup. You know, it's just exciting times, folks. So those who are sleeping, you need to give them a little friendly slap, okay, and wake them up, okay, because you don't want to miss it. You know, the coming days, weeks, months, you don't want to miss it. The coming years, you don't want to miss it. You want to be able to say, you know what? I was there. I was part of that process. I helped contributed to the entire act of uplifting humanity, because that's what Onpassive is about. So I love the fact that very, very soon, money will no longer be an issue for people. So that will not be a stumbling block for them to have proper shelter, be able to have proper food, you know, proper clothing, be able to travel, just enjoy life as life was intended. So all I can say is continue to encourage your folks, continue to encourage your community, your country. I know, especially in Bangladesh, you're so proud of your country and what it has to offer, you know, and that can be said about every country around the world. There's always something good, excuse me, in every country, no matter what the state is. So let's just continue to lock arms together, you know, and hold up that banner of Onpassive, that as long as we're in, we will win. Thank you.
থ্যাংক ইউ মাইকেল, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। আমি একটু বাংলায় বলছি। মাইকেল যেটা বললো যে অনপ্যাসিভের সাথে আমরা যারা যুক্ত হয়েছি, অনপ্যাসিভ ইজ এ বিজনেস, বাট এটা ওভারনাইট, রাতারাতি কিছু সম্ভব নয়। আমাদের যে সিও, তার যে যিনি স্বপ্নদ্রষ্টা, তিনি যে স্বপ্ন দেখেছেন, সেই স্বপ্ন বাস্তবায়নের জন্য আমাদের সাথে নিয়ে একটা জার্নিতে, একটা প্রসেসের মধ্যে আসি। আমরা শিওর যে এই জার্নি শেষে আমরা সবাই এখান থেকে উইনার হব। আমরা সবাই আজকে আমাদের যে ফিনান্সিয়াল ফ্রিডম এবং যে টাইম ফ্রিডম, এভরিথিং উইল বি হ্যাভিং ফ্রম দিস প্ল্যাটফর্ম। সো ইটস এ গ্রেট প্ল্যাটফর্ম। আমরা সবাই যারা বিশেষ করে স্লিপিং ফাউন্ডার্স আছেন, তাদের জন্য আমরা একটু এক আপ করি এবং এই প্রসেসের সাথে যেন নিজেদের সম্পৃক্ত করে আমরা যেন অ্যাশ মুফারের হাতকে শক্তিশালী করে আমাদের ডেস্টিনেশনে পৌঁছাতে পারি। এখানে কেউ লুজার হবেন না, সবাই আমরা এখান থেকে জিতবো। নাও আই রিকোয়েস্ট জেফরি মরলক, please your closing remarks. Over to Jeffrey, please.
Hey, thank you so much, Sushanta. This has been an incredible webinar. I've absolutely loved it, and I want to thank the leaders first of all. Michael, thank you so much for being here and for just sharing with us your thoughts, your expertise, and the aspects that you cover so well that some of us perhaps don't understand. I want to just thank you for that. You know, I like what Michael was talking about when he was talking about the heart of Ash Mufara, you know, because we're talking about a company that is doing what's right because it's right, and for no other reason. And that takes a lot of, man, that takes a lot of oomph. I mean, to stay in there and stick with it, with the amount of stick-to-itiveness, if I can use that word, that Mr. Mufara has shown through his character and through his resolve is absolutely incredible. And he'll be the first one to tell you abundance exists. It is already out there. It was created by God. And you know what? Onpassive is serving to redistribute that abundance. It's redistributing that wealth to those folks that need it. And it's lifting us all. And as Michael had indicated, we're lifting humanity through this and through Onpassive. I loved what Jean Aliva said. You know, she was talking about, she gave us a parable of the of a redwood tree and the depth of the root and the girth of the trunk and just everything about it. And that is Onpassive. That is what we have become. You may recall Mr. Mufara speaking a couple of years ago. He talked about the bamboo, you know, and how you can water it and you can nurture it and you can do things for a long, long time and never see anything, because what is happening is the root system is developing. And that is the exact same journey we've been on with Onpassive. We have been here for 3 years watering and nourishing the roots of Onpassive, and we have now popped through the surface of the soil, going to the sun, going to the sky. And I'm telling you what, you're going to see another 90 days give us 90 meters in height. So we are on the way. It's absolutely wonderful. We're going to be marketing. We're going to be branding. We're going to be flooding Doha with our message. We've got the Burj Khalifa coming up with everything that entails, all the marketing in India. We're going to be partnering with BN Sports to blanket the world again with marketing through the streaming of the World Cup. And life is just about ready to get so good for us. Get engaged. Be a part of this. Pick your passion, run with it, make it happen. We can all do this together. And, you know, like Michael says, we're going to win, and we're going to win bigger together. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeffrey Morlock. Dear participants, we still have around 2K, that is 2,000 participants are here, but our link is only for 3 hours. It is almost finished, but Jeffrey যেটা বললেন যে none will be left behind. As always said, the none will be left behind. কেউ পিছনে পড়ে থাকবে না. He has also given us an example of bamboo, that is বাঁশ. বাঁশ আমরা প্রথম দিকে দেখি না, অনেকদিন পরে একে নার্সিং করার পর, পরিচর্যা করার পর এক সময় দেখি যে বাঁশ আকাশ ছুঁতে চলেছে। সেই বাঁশের মতো অনপ্যাসিভ হয়তো আমরা এমন কিছু দেখছি না, বাট এর ভিতরে বা পিছনে যা হচ্ছে সেটা আমাদের সবাইকে উইন করতে বা জয়ী হতে সাহায্য করবে। Thank you so much for all the panelists, all the speakers, guests. Especially I am grateful to all the founders joined to this webinar. With this really we enjoyed a nice times. We don't know how these 3 hours passed away. Now I would close the webinar. Again, I thanking all of you. I am praying to Almighty for your good health for the next webinar. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for giving us time and also for participating. Thank you. Good night.